Thank you. Yo.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna put I think there was. I don't know if there's a timer on this shit. I know YouTube got his own timer, and then I put my own timer on after it. But whatever, man. We up in here, man. What's good with y'all, man?
What's goody, man?
Keem, the only nigga with shades on in the house. I'm surprised you ain't got a hat. I'm surprised you don't got the hat and shades on.
Man, I just literally rolled out of bed. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
But you got that? You got that eating bootyitis?
Nah, I heard that's only specific to Eli's.
Get the fuck out of here, like
Nigga doing a live stream with the tighty whiteys on with the Daily Wrap Up shirt. We appreciate you, bro.
Nigga got the triple XL Daily Wrap Up shirt. Yeah.
Nigga playing T-shirt with my panties on right now in the background.
Yo, what the fuck is T-shirt? Who sang that?
That's a song.
Who sang that?
I don't know who sing it right now.
Yeah, I can't think of the nigga. No.
I can't even sing this shit. I'm not. It's gonna be horrible.
Nigga, it's only 11 people. Go ahead.
Don't worry, you can click back. I ain't
I see Amber in the chat. Was good, Amber.
What up, Amber?
Yeah, we got a pretty decent conversation going on tonight. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Make sure y'all we got 25 people. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in, man.
Is it Adina Howard?
Who was that?
I think that's what she said. Sing the song.
Oh, that ass. That's crazy. That should sound like some old ass Adina. That don't even sound.
That's an old ass song.
Yeah, that shit don't even.
Yeah, no, come on, bro.
I ain't never even heard that shit.
You never heard the song, or you never heard the name?
Well, I might have heard. I gotta listen to it about this
shit. About to make me go on YouTube real quick and look that shit up, man. Like,
this shit.
I can't tell by that.
Oh no, I'm about to fast forward. That's it.
That's definitely it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the vibe you on right now.
That's definitely. What you typed in? This T-shirt and panties on or some shit? Like, you just typed in the name.
Nigga took a picture of himself and it popped up. The phone popped up.
Fuck out of it.
Yeah.
All I typed in was T-shirt. That's funny.
That ass, like, damn.
It's a popular song, bro.
Nigga, there's mad songs with T-shirt. Hey, I feel like did Soulja Boy have a song with T-shirt or some shit? Oh, Nelly had a song with T-shirt. Oh, that's white tee. That's white tee.
Yeah.
Same shit.
The Migos got a song called T-shirt.
They definitely do, like, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, how I sound in the chat, everybody? Let me know how I sound in the chat. Do I sound crazy? I sound loud, sound low? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if I sound valid, like, you know what I'm saying?
Sound like you eat ass.
Nigga, you over there slurping invisible ass, nigga. What you talking about? Like, yo.
Never.
Yo, man. Yeah, we got some. Oh, damn, we had some guests. We're gonna let them join back in. But we got some special guests who's gonna join us on the show today. We got some good topics that we're gonna get to.
What up, Scrap?
Huh?
No, saying what up to Scrap.
1705. What's that?
Michael Dailyrapupcrew. That's Mike. That's not Mike. What up, Michael Rilke? 17.5.
I feel like that's some Migos shit, right? I don't know.
That's probably the ad-lib.
Oh, okay.
What up, Muriel?
Anyway, man, we got the ladies in the back. We're gonna let them join real quick, let them introduce themselves, and then we're gonna get straight into these topics for y'all, man. So, hey, ladies, what's goody?
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
How y'all doing? How y'all want to introduce yourselves real quick where they can find y'all at?
Most definitely. I go first. So I'm Joycey J from the south side of Chicago. You guys can find me and follow me at Joycey J on everything. JoyCiejjay_.
All right. Melly, what's good with you? Where they can find you at?
Dog saying what up too. I ain't giving it social.
Thanks.
Well, I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is _queen_m. My dog is in the back barking. King.
That nigga ain't trying to shut up either. Like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga trying to get on the time to pull up. Time to pull up.
He does that every time that someone goes out the door. So,
okay.
Yeah. Nigga say you can find me at _
Yo, you can hear us?
Oh shit. Mrs. Remix, what up?
Hello.
All right.
Okay.
What up, Niji? What's good, my G?
Niji in the building, yo, Mrs. Remix. Let them know your name and where they can follow you at before we get to these topics.
Yeah, it's Mrs. Remix at Instagram.
Okay, she got it right there for you.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah. You got an Android?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it looks like it.
Wow.
Now we not. It's not a diss. We just saying like we could, you can just tell like
lights out in this bitch. But so she was getting robbed.
Is that a theater? That's right.
Yeah, so,
I don't know if that's better.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I got a couple of topics I want to get into y'all real quick, man. First of all, how y'all day was real quick, because I feel like I ain't even asked you how y'all day was.
Boring.
Nothing eventful.
Working.
Got you. All right, so I got a couple of
Android in the chat.
Nah, chill out. I got a couple of topics, reaction videos I want to just jump right into and get y'all thoughts on it, and then we're going to discuss it real quick. So let me play this one real quick.
She humbled herself real quick.
Well, that's how you put it. You said you wouldn't want my son to be like me.
I wouldn't want them to do some of the things that you have done.
Oh, and I wouldn't want my daughters to do some of the things you've done. We're human. That's what I'm trying to say.
You wouldn't want them to do majority of the things that I've done.
Listen, what I'm saying is, when you talk about me, don't sum me up.
Facts, right?
Don't sum me up on the worst side of me or what you consider the worst side of me. Because ain't nobody fucking perfect. So don't do that. That's what we're not gonna do. Because as a man, guess what? I got to stand on mine too. Because guess what? Let me say something. I didn't go to college. Guess what?
Fine.
I want my kids to go to college. So we can say that right now. I don't want them to go that direction. I want them to go to college. I can say that with you too.
Right.
But don't sit here in front of the world, in front of a medium, and say, "Oh, I wouldn't want my son or your sons to be like you." Hold on. No, you gonna put some respect on my name, because at the end of the day, I'm successful. I take care of my kids. Ain't none of my kids out here in dire need of love and support. So we're gonna do that, okay? Because I don't appreciate that. Because there's some things about you that I could say I wouldn't want my daughters to do.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna do that. I respect you and I love you enough.
I want this magazine to know what it is about me. You don't want your daughter.
I'm not gonna do that.
Like,
I'm not gonna do that.
Be my guest.
I'm not gonna
be slighted, honey.
I'm not gonna do that. That's where we have to draw the line.
Okay.
Because I don't care because the camera in front of me or somebody asking me questions. I'm not gonna reveal my everything that go on with me. Just like right now, you ain't gonna sit here in front of these people and tell what your credit score is. You ain't gonna sit here and tell them your social security number. You ain't gonna sit here and tell them what's in your bank account either.
I won't.
Okay, so some things are better left fucking unsaid and in the private, and that's what I'm gonna do. So when you addressing me, don't ever make it seem like I'm the worst of the worst. Because I'm not.
Okay.
Because I came through and changed your life. And it wasn't about me having no money. It was about the integrity. It was about my integrity. It was about me standing up for you. It was about me helping you open your eyes to see things that no other man has gotten you to do. So when you talk about me and address me, please be mindful of that.
Yeah, that was kind of lengthy, but I feel like I had to play the whole clip so I could get the context of what was going on in that situation. So did y'all seen that clip already? Circling around on IG.
Circling around. Yeah, that was real. That was real.
What's your thoughts on it? Was she in the wrong? Was he in the wrong? Like, what's your thoughts?
She was totally in the wrong. I mean, like he said, we're all human. Like I'm sure our parents, a lot of parents are still learning how to be a parent now, raising their child. So you can never really say, oh, I don't want my child to be like the dad or mom, because we all made mistakes. So she was totally wrong. And that was super immature. It looked like, was that like played out? Like it was, come on, like y'all for real? It looked like that was fake or something.
That
shit hurt my heart listening to it. Like I felt his pain. That ain't no.
And then I feel like she compounded it by being combative while he trying to explain to her like why you shouldn't be doing this right now in front of the cameras. Like that's certain things is left better unsaid or behind closed doors, and she wasn't getting that in that moment clearly.
Yeah, I think down on it. You got.
Yeah, and she, like, you married him, so I'm just confused. What if you have a kid with him? Like, what are you saying right now?
They do got kids.
Exactly. Oh, they do? I didn't even know they had a kid together. Yeah, that's even worse. Like, what?
Yeah.
She just made herself look stupid.
Yeah, what's your thoughts, Miss Remix?
So from the clip I saw earlier, I didn't see the whole thing. So I was thinking like, okay, I kind of get her saying that she didn't want her kids or sons to grow up and be like him. Me just thinking about stuff that I know about him. You know what I'm saying? But when I watch the whole clip, it's like, okay, I get what he's saying. Like, it's a time and a place. This is a magazine. You putting all your business out. Like, so I do agree with him on that end, you know, with the full clip.
It's grow up, you know, grow up. We're all adults. I'm sure she probably sucked some dick, did all types of shit back in the day that he don't want their daughter doing. So, and little boys out here doing all types of shit now, man. These kids grown as hell. So that was dumb. That was a super irrelevant argument. And that just showed her maturity level, in my opinion.
Yo, Michael said, Joy, I don't think you can handle me in bed. What
What?
are you talking about?
Yo, Mike.
Yeah, cash at me.
Mike different level. I ain't gonna hold you.
And then you follow up with I have no chill in all caps, man. Shout out to Mike, man.
Man, my son on demon time early. Like, it ain't even fucking like 10 o'clock.
Oh, he talking to Joyce?
Y'all know him?
Yeah, that's what our motto is.
Oh, God.
But I honestly think she was way out of line. You know what I'm saying? Like, to expect a man to sit there and hear about why he's not a good parent, and rather than looking at all the good things that he probably is there, if you know all the great qualities that he support his kids, why are those not your first thing to react off of? Why are you falling into like regular media shit and pointing out the negative shits that, oh yeah, he might be a womanizer in his past or whatever the case may be? Why are we looking at that as the barrier of what the trait his children would have? I mean, I don't understand it, man. I agree with Jock. There's a time and a place, and I felt like she was even willing to double down when he said, "Oh, I could talk about bad shit about you," and she just go ahead. So if he would have responded like, "Yeah, you did this," then we'd have been calling Jock a clown. You know what I'm saying? He still held it like a man.
What it is you don't feed into someone else's energy. He didn't feed into it. So that just showed how much way mature he is than her.
Yeah.
And really, a lot of people shouldn't even be having kids together. That's another topic. Because people so easy to fuck, not even knowing the people family. Or you don't even know the people friends. Like, people really need to be friends and know each other first. Because now he's with a lunatic, if you ask me. I'd be sick if I was with her. Because, girl, you slow.
Deep down, what you really think about me? What do you really, and if you really thought about this about me, why the fuck are we even together?
Why? But then again, majority of men have kids with babies that they don't want to have them back. That's how life is. And even women get trapped. And I know a lot that did. And man, hey.
Wait, what you mean? What you mean women get trapped?
They get trapped by men. Men nutting women to keep them.
Facts.
For sure.
Men
for sure. Y'all got some friends that did it.
Nah, I ain't got no friends.
Nah, I don't got no friends that do that.
I ain't got no friends.
Y'all don't got no Well, your friend know somebody.
I don't know. I don't know if a woman can get trapped without her wanting to get, like, because I think there, again, people put you back on me on this, but a man cannot go raw inside a woman unless a woman allows that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, and
some
we're not talking about
will take that condom off. They'll start with a condom. And in the midst of it, take the shit off.
Y'all know the difference.
So
yeah, I know the difference.
No,
we can't say we know the difference, baby. If we in it, shit, we don't know if that condom off. Ladies, am I wrong?
No, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you listen.
So what about
the difference?
So what about the plan B?
Fuck the plan B. You ain't finna fuck up my body.
Plan B my whole life, so.
He about to fuck up.
Wait. He not about to fuck with your body, but you about to carry a kid for 9 months.
I definitely will pop a plan B. Do I like popping plan Bs? No, I do not. Because it really does fucks up a woman's body. If we constantly that's basically a pill to kill what you have growing inside of you. Women, we're supposed to give birth. So that's a natural cause. And with that pill, that constantly killing it, if you take so many, we can end up fucked up down the line. So no, it's not good for a woman to constantly take birth control. And men, y'all just don't know because so many men are ignorant to what drugs can and how drugs can really affect a woman's body. Men just be so quick to nut, go up at the next bitch, get their nut off.
We gotta women, y'all grown adults, man. Y'all know the difference of how to protect y'all womb. Y'all know about safe sex. Y'all got all of these protective measures. We can't just act like men is just going around taking off the condoms and just going inside.
It happens.
We're not saying it don't happen, but I mean,
yeah, y'all, hold on, real quick. Yo, Miss Remix, I got you on mute because I keep hearing an echo. You watching us on YouTube?
No, I did. I put it in the Google Chrome.
Oh, okay. I keep hearing an echo coming from you.
Echo? Let me see. Maybe it's where I got the phone at.
I think.
Did it go away?
Yeah, I
don't hear no more. Yeah. Probably because you got an Android, but yeah. So now, but to go back to the Jack situation, I definitely felt that she was in the wrong in that situation. And I'm gonna have to mute you real quick, Miss. But yeah, I think she was in the wrong in that situation, and I really felt it in Jock's voice when he was expressing to her, like, there's a lot of good qualities about me. Like, I'm not one of these deadbeat niggas out here. I take care of my kids. I do my due diligence as a father, and as a husband. And the first thing you go for is, you got certain attributes that I want my kids like Joyce said, like everybody got those flaws, like, you know what I mean? And instead of her just airing that out, and I'm curious of what that car ride was going home, because I know that nigga was heated.
Disappointed.
And then even recently there was in another interview and she had a chance to double, like, to kind of renege what she had said. And she was like, oh, I understand what everybody in the comments was saying. And then Jock again had to say, but what about my feelings? Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't acknowledge my feelings, but you acknowledged everybody in the comments and what the internet had to say. You hear what I'm saying? So she wasn't even acknowledging his feelings in that, or even apologizing that she had, kind of hurt him in that situation.
I mean, guys, because everything is your mental. If you're not in the right mental space with yourself, you're not going to be in the right mental space with someone else. And in my opinion, watching that video, she just mentally isn't stable.
Yeah, so
toxicity is gonna come from her when her energy was all toxic.
Yeah,
it was all narcissistic. It was all sarcasm. Yes, and okay, yep, true. Like, have a conversation. Nothing she said was really conversational.
Yeah, I think he gave her a chance to fix it in the moment as well. Like he tried to explain.
She was making it worse.
Yeah, in numerous ways. Like, no, I mean, I can sit here and do this with you. Oh, well, do it. No, but I won't do that. Why not do it? I give you a pass. Do it. Like, no, bro. Like, he's trying to explain to you, like, that's not the time nor place to be doing shit like that. Especially you married. Like, you took a vow, and this is how you talk about your husband, the one that you want to spend the rest of your life with, the one that
she don't seem like she like him no more.
That's what I'm saying. It don't sound.
She got a lot of anger.
Yeah,
no, she like she like that nigga probably behind closed doors. And I don't know if y'all know, but y'all words is women's superpowers, like, against men. Like, y'all can't physically beat us, but when y'all say shit, that shit really hurt us like kryptonite. So you get what I'm saying? Y'all be saying shit like. Hearing those words probably really had that man in the crib like, damn, I thought you was I'm bringing you on this platform thinking we here for each other, and you chop me the fuck down publicly. Like, I don't know. Women
she hurt. She hurt. So she trying to hurt him, but she might really feel that way.
That's what it sounds like.
And then again, women can say things that hurt you guys, but me and you guys can do things that hurt women deeply. So no telling what he did to her in the past upon why she said or did what she did. He probably was cheating on her the whole entire time, so she probably super angry.
Didn't he have a kid with her?
That's not.
Or like
that's not
during her or something.
He didn't
so
cheat.
It's just a lot. He was cheating.
I guarantee
the baby mothers, all of that. I think he had like a kid in between them, like getting married and all of that stuff, like a secret child. So it's a lot.
But in the end, she still chose to marry him. So if you
you think that man didn't cheat on her?
I'm not saying he didn't, but in the end, you still chose to marry him after all of that. So if you took that choice,
because you want to know why a woman, we always give men other chance. We always believe we're optimistic. We believe, okay,
that
maybe
is gonna
he can
always
change.
get better.
You know, we always think best for y'all motherfuckers. We and that's
right. So you taking a man that cheated on you, and you wishing for the best, and you go on to marry this man, and this is how you feel deep down inside about this man that you're marrying.
Women will do that.
Like sometimes.
So why would you marry him?
Shit, not me. I don't know.
Honestly, she probably invested a lot of time, energy, money, everything into being with him.
That's how you really feel about this man. You don't want your children to be like this man. That's who you marry.
Yeah. But that's just all her anger and built up.
And regardless, like that's no excuse.
Wait. Before we go forward,
let me say this. People get married to be comfortable.
Niji said,
sometimes it's not love.
Hold on, Joyce. Niji said, I heard she was the breadwinner in the marriage. Is that true? She's not the breadwinner. Jack is the breadwinner.
How you know?
Oh yeah, word.
You said well,
she's supposed to be a lawyer. She's a lawyer. She's an attorney.
Bro, he said in the interview, I changed your life, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, I could have left you where you was at.
Okay, y'all got creeps on y'all live.
Yeah, man. Let's
wait. What?
Stop it.
Yeah,
come on, let's keep it respectful. Let's have some class, man. Have some class, man. Go eat your own ass, man. Have some respect, man.
Yo,
but you know, just before y'all change the subject or anything, she probably married him because they had already been through so much stuff that she thought, well, ain't nothing else you can do to me. We already made it through all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could.
That's no reason to constantly be bringing up somebody's past against them. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's her fault now.
So if your woman cheated,
I think he just keep doing more stuff.
If your woman cheated on you multiple times, why?
I wouldn't be with her.
You're not gonna keep bringing it up.
I wouldn't be with her.
First of all, if she cheat one time, she gone. That's it. Ain't no multiple.
They standards is different. Dudes don't take nobody back after they cheat. That's rare.
That's y'all problem.
That ain't no problem. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, what's the problem?
So if she suck a little dick, you can't take her back.
Hell no.
What?
Yo, you trolling.
No, you're right. That is the problem. Y'all take that and then y'all end up in a relationship where y'all feel like this. Meanwhile, men is not taking y'all back after y'all cheat on the time. We starting off fresh with somebody new, and we not feeling like this about our wife. That's the problem. You're right. That is the problem. Yeah, maybe I need to take notes.
Yo, she funny. She said she ain't stuck a little dick. Like, you don't know what? You think my girl or wife can tell me she sucked another nigga dick and it's all good? Like, it'll never be all good. Like,
shit, I might be out off of you just flirting with a nigga, making a nigga feel like he can get you. Oh, word, he got you. He better get you because you out of here.
Yo, I always say somebody spitting in your face is the ultimate disrespect. But your wife sucking another nigga dick, that's disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's OD. That's
disrespectful.
Now y'all married. It's like, come on now, not wife, but you know, before the marriage. Like,
girlfriend too, nigga. Cause
I'm talking about in the getting to know each other stage. What if like right before, a few months before the marriage, but she was the one.
But she ain't the one. Ain't no way.
You said a few months before the marriage.
She just helped me dodge a bullet. Because if you show me the one, and you
wait, Joyce, you said a few months before the marriage, she sucked your dick.
Yep.
She probably said that shit at the bachelor.
But look, what if y'all been together for like 20 plus years? Y'all met in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, she sucking another dick. She better hope she get a ring from that nigga.
She ain't had no experience. She had to go see what it was about.
Nah, see, man,
she can go see it stay like that.
See, they just prove that women are holding on to time. Y'all will fuck with a nigga because y'all just got so much time with this person. Y'all don't want to start over. But nigga, I ain't got it. I ain't got no.
Yo, Niji said Joy wild. She's sitting in that car for a reason.
Y'all too funny. Stop it.
So let me get to this next topic, right? What is the right or wrong way to break up with somebody?
The right way is verbally communicate. Hey, I don't want to be with you anymore.
And that just works every time. Like,
it should, but some people crazy and it don't.
Yo, Eli, tell them your way. Tell them your way.
What you mean? I don't know what you talk. First of all, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
like,
yes, you
I
do.
love your way, bro. Come on, don't be modest, bro. Come on.
And keep
I
it
don't
real.
know. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Eli ways to block you. That's it. You block
He don't tell you
Nah,
nothing.
First of all, I don't do that to relationships. I do that to people that I'm not in relationships with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They just think they in a relationship with him.
Where Eli block you and
I
send
can't
you an
control how
email.
they feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they feel. Like, I ain't lead them on, never led them on. That's just how they feel. You know what I mean?
What about you, Mel?
I just block.
What?
In a relationship?
Yeah, I just block. I mean, it doesn't really work that much because they call private, but yeah.
Wait, so you in a relationship with somebody and then you don't want to be in a relationship no more? You just block them? That's it?
Like I'll tell them I'll give them the reasons why I don't want to be with them anymore, whatever the case. If they don't understand that, then yes, I'm gonna block you after I get everything off. Everything out, everything come out. Yes, you getting blocked.
Yo, first of all, Joyce, I know you're not driving and on the fucking video call at the same time. Like,
she not driving. Somebody else.
All right, cool. I'm about to say.
Who, me? Y'all, no, I'm not driving. Y'all.
All right, I'm about to say, people in Chicago, y'all wilding out there. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you, Mel. You gotta at least let people know why you block.
I just said I'm gonna give you the whole list. I'm gonna tell you what's going
y'all out
on.
in the Bronx or New York?
I live in the Bronx.
Why she said it like it was two different places?
Yeah, word. That's why I'm
the Bronx is in New York.
Still, Chicago, Southside, it's all a little different, you know.
We don't really claim the Bronx, but they part of New York somehow.
Yeah, I just live here. I'm not from the Bronx. I live in the Bronx. It's just where I reside.
So, Mel, but after you tell them, do they get a chance to explain themselves, or
of
just
course
you gotta say and that's it?
No, of course you get a chance to explain yourself, but there's nothing else. If once I say what I have to say, it's like I give people chances, like I really do. So if I'm breaking up, it's something serious. I don't just break up with nobody for like stupid shit. No. So
would you be okay if a man did that to you?
That didn't never happen to me before.
I'm saying, but you will be okay with that. Like, you be like,
I mean, it had to be a serious reason why he's like breaking up with me and blocking me. It can't be just like.
So do you give him a chance to fix it, or is it just?
It depends on what it is.
All right, so if he cheated on you,
it depends on the severity of cheating.
On the severity of cheating. He ain't eat no pussy. He just fucked. That's it.
I don't know. I just feel like if you spending money, then that's when it's a problem. Like you could go and you could cheat, but once you start spending your money and taking people on dates and doing all of this and that, yeah, we have big.
But if he copped the telly for the night, that's
still buying something because you paid for a room. So the fuck.
All right, just take him to your bro's crib, bro.
Take her to the trap.
Your bro's not condoning
that. Go to the trap. Go fuck there. Do something like that.
So he could cheat just as long as he don't spend money on her.
No, it's not even that. It's just like, guy, like, I don't know. Guys are like.
Look, I'm gonna help you out. Just don't allow a man to cheat on you. If he cheat on you,
then it's time to go.
Just do the same thing he would do if you would cheat on him.
I heard it's not cheating if you use a condom.
Bruh.
It's cheating. Once you initiate a message and you start talking to somebody and texting with them knowing that you like them or it's a possibility that y'all can link, that's considered cheating to me. So once the intent is there, it's cheating.
If you wash your hands with gloves on, did you wash your hands?
What?
I'm saying, like,
yo, did you come?
Good point, Ace. Good point, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, if my shorty even seen me with a condom, that's cheating. She know, like, get the fuck. I can't have condoms right now.
What about you, Mr.
You having an orgasm without her?
I can use my hand for that. What you
jacking
mean?
off is cheating to me.
What?
What you doing that for?
Oh, that's
wait, what?
I don't like that.
That's funny.
Wait. So you giving him the pussy anytime you want?
Pretty much, or he just gonna wait.
See, that's what you fucked up at. So if I want the pussy, you told me I gotta wait, and I beat my meat, I cheated on you.
Cause she gonna say,
I mean, not necessarily cheating, but I don't like it. And I feel that way. I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, I'll be beating on that bathroom door, like, what you doing in here? Then I'm stopping you. I'm interrupting that. You're not about to do that.
It's the fact that you thinking about another woman. That's what.
So you don't play with your rose?
I don't have one.
Really?
I don't even
She said really
play with myself like that.
So when is that time of the month?
90% of women have a rose, baby. Okay.
So
Well, I have a rose. I just don't use it anymore. I don't like it.
I don't like to pleasure myself. I like it to be done to me. That's a thing. Like,
well,
I feel like if I'm doing it, I'm like,
it is done to you. The thing is vibrating on you. You ain't doing nothing, girl.
Who I'm gonna be talking to?
You don't gotta talk. You just gotta feel. What are you talking about? No talking. No need to talk.
I need some penetration.
You can get that too. They got all type.
Yo, don't listen. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her.
You could get whatever you want.
I'm scared though because I've seen so many people talk about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can only imagine. But I just
don't know what you missing.
So
you don't know what
time in a month. Your mouth is working that whole week.
Wait, what?
Say it again.
Nah,
that came out.
No, we doing that on the rag. We doing that.
Oh,
okay. Yo, put some caps. I need some cap emojis.
You also said, listen, y'all got to read the fine print. Look,
but I'm also,
don't y'all act like y'all haven't did it.
I'm also married with 3 kids.
Oh, all right.
So, and I've been dealing with him since I was 21. So, we're going to find a way.
So it's safe to say that y'all run red lights quite often. Like, that's what you said. Yeah.
You gotta do.
Yeah, they married.
Whenever it's necessary.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to run red lights with my husband too.
Yeah, you gotta put the towel
on.
Yo, what is the like the fascination with that? Like, why do women like that? Sounds like something you said you want to do that. Like, why is that something you?
I don't like it. I do it though.
Your cycle can be shorter if you have sex on your period.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually is a lot of benefits having sex on your period. So
what's the
and y'all be hornier.
We're definitely hornier, definitely wetter. A few things, man. Y'all look them up. Do your research.
I don't like to have
you know what though?
Period, though.
First of all, that ain't wet. That's
I don't think it gets shorter. Everybody say it gets shorter. It gets shorter. Don't get shorter for me.
I feel like it gets lighter, not shorter. Like it'll be lighter than what it normally is.
Miss Remix the professional, so do it get
shorter? I feel like it open up, so like it just get heavy.
Sheesh.
All
right, let me stop by grocery out.
Breaking up.
First of all, everybody get the lights up, man. We over here talking about female anatomy and shit.
What's
like
the topic again, man?
What
my bad.
Well, yeah, because after Miss Remix said masturbating is cheating and shit, I just kind of lost.
Yeah, we went down the whole.
Yeah, what's the proper way to break up with somebody? We don't got the cheating and shit like that.
I don't know.
Proper way to break up.
I mean, everybody cheat. Everybody cheat.
What if everything is going good in a relationship, and you just don't feel like you want to be in it anymore? Do you just tell them?
Yeah, honestly, you have to, because what one person might be happy with in the relationship, the other person may not be feeling that same way. You know what I mean? You could be thinking shit all good on this side, but this person deep down is like, yo, I can't stand this motherfucker right next to them. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could really feel that way, and that other person just like, yo, we happy. They not complaining, but you really not saying nothing to them. So you gotta really communicate. Like, people should be asking each other, are you happy, or do I need to be doing
how you feel, or what do you like?
Exactly. You got to ask these questions even if nothing is being said.
What if that person ain't never did nothing? They are so perfect. They do everything right. They don't do nothing wrong, but you just grow out of love, and you just like, you know what, I don't even feel this no more.
Women don't even like that nigga.
You think it's easy to like say that to somebody?
It's not.
Or do you think it'd be easier to just cheat and try and keep that person happy?
No.
Now, cheating is never that.
Because then you're not going to be happy. So what's it's like? Now you living like a double
happy,
life.
like, she could be happy, but
if you got,
yeah, but it's like you live in it's right, because it's like you live in a double life now. For what? You might as well just do what makes you happy. If it's like, if it doesn't work out, sometimes people outgrow each other, honestly.
Yeah.
Some people be still stuck in certain places that you're not, that you're on another level and they still stuck down there. It's okay.
I find
people can't handle breakups these days. They be trying to kill people and they be going crazy.
They do. They do. They do.
It's scary thinking about breaking up with somebody these days. You gotta you gotta baby fire, pacify them and everything.
Yo, Niji said, not me, Joy. What you said just now, Joy? I missed that. I missed that whole conversation.
I don't know.
I think you said,
what did I say?
Men cheat or something like that.
Oh, men cheat. Oh,
right. Everybody cheat, I think.
Right, everybody cheat.
Guys,
yeah.
we put the pieces together, like, you know what I mean? So I find I've had conversations with women who don't enjoy they like that toxic, you know what I mean? They like that challenge in a relationship. So when their relationship is going perfect and there is no challenge there, no drama there, they find that they fall, quote unquote, out of love and stuff like that. But when they have to do, they gotta go and give them the headache and challenge them, they find that a little bit more dangerous, more exciting, more like entertaining. So they might entertain that more than a regular nice guy. About that.
Right.
I feel like it's a lot of miserable, relationships nowadays. I feel like people, instead of investing in the time into fixing and healing their relationships, they tend to look for love and, fun outside of the relationship. All that energy you using outside to find you a whole nother person that you think you compatible with, or think that understands you or respect you, you could be investing that time and dedication into your actual relationship that you actually have.
That's a fact. Yo, Sean C said black men don't cheat, cop the merch. That's old fact, man.
Yeah, merch, like, Yo, but let me get into this next topic real quick. Yo, Melly, you gonna like this topic right here though.
If you see an old lady walking down the street and she got a bunch of bags in her hand, right? Would you help her to the house?
Why wouldn't I?
If you see a man walking down the street with a bunch of bags in his hand,
an old man?
Nah, just a man. A strong
But
man.
you said an old woman.
I'm gonna get to my point. Would you help him?
If it was an old man?
If it's an old
No.
older
a regular man like me, anybody here saying
no,
you're not gonna help him, right?
And 10 times alive, and you stronger than I am.
Right. So when somebody portrays strong energy, it makes you feel like they don't need any help. So why would you help that person?
I need females
are portraying masculine energy.
Because
so why would you want to?
Why though?
Why would you want to?
Because guys are now bitch ass.
Y'all don't give us the need
and I'm
anymore,
dead serious.
So
Y'all are
like,
bro.
Bitch ass.
So you dated a lot of? Because if you didn't date a lot of, don't speak on a lot of niggas.
But I see social media and I see what's happening.
That's not reality though.
It is.
It's not
it is though.
Yo, Mel, like, you still feel that way? Niggas are still bitch ass niggas? Like, what's up?
I feel like people live.
Wait, hold on. You said I don't have the patience to cheat. I only need one headache. But carry on.
I agree with you, Niji.
Word.
Yeah, go ahead, Mel.
Oh my gosh, yo, that clip just like yo.
It took you back. It took you back to that station.
Nah, that just took me all the way back. That's mad funny.
So are men still bitch ass niggas? That's what we want to know.
I mean, they can be, but a lot of people do portray and pretend and live life through social media and act like they're this and this and that. And then when you get around them or be around them in person, it's definitely not given what is given on the internet. So, yeah, niggas is kind of still bitch ass niggas. A lot of people is out here faking. A lot of niggas is out here really faking their lifestyles, and they're not really living those lifestyles that they portray on the internet that attract the people that attract to them.
Do you understand? Do you think you understood where Ace was going with his point of view on that clip?
Yeah, I do.
So
now I do. I was a little cloudy. My judgment was a little cloudy that day.
Yeah. So what do you think about it now that you can go back to it, or now that you understand it? How do you feel?
I'm a little stuck right now.
Because most women do portray that they strong and independent, and if you got that image, would you think that you need a man? Would most men feel comfortable helping or being supportive to a woman that shows she doesn't need it and she rather do it on her own?
I feel like no, they're gonna let you continue to do it on your own. Like, sorry, like why would I help you if you like don't want to allow me to help you? But honestly, like guys these days, they don't let me be submissive to you. They let me just continue to be the alpha female that I am, and you just do what you do. Because like I don't know, like
what man is saying this? He human?
No, she said that's what it's giving. She's
saying
that.
I hate that narrative of that men are not allowing women to be submissive. I don't think women know how to be. I don't think women in our community know how to be submissive because y'all never been in a position outside of working for your white boss. Y'all never been in position or seen your mother be in positions to be submissive. So when y'all say, "Oh well, men are not allowing us to be submissive," and that's the thing that I find difficult is because now we have this term of toxic masculinity is a thing, right? So when a man is trying to be a masculine man and lead his woman in the right direction, number one, it could come off as toxic masculinity. It could come off as he's controlling. It could come off as, he's trying to tell me what to do. So it's very frustrating for some men to be like, okay, well, I want to lead you in the right direction, but there's so much pushback from our women who feel like, oh, he's trying to control me. He's trying to this, that, and the third. He's being toxic. So, like, I don't know. I just don't feel like women in our community really know how to be submissive because they've never seen it growing up in their household.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Odo said, "Oh, that was Melly 2 years ago. She's still sticking by that. She not laying up. LOL. Anyway, she beautiful and grew up a little bit too."
Right. No, what? That grew up a little bit too.
The whole analysis.
I'm sorry to cut off. Hey, I just want to say shout out to y'all show. Shout out to you guys. I do have to get off early. But definitely nice meeting every single last one of you for sure. I'm definitely supporting. When I come to New York, I gotta come to the studio, man.
Oh, definitely you gotta pull up.
For sure, man. Shout out to y'all. See you.
Later.
Yeah. So So what are y'all thoughts about the whole, women not being submissive because y'all never seen women in y'all household be submissive to a man?
I don't know. My mom was married to my dad up until he passed away. So I've seen my mom be submissive. My mom was also married again, like throughout my whole childhood. So I've seen my mother be a submissive woman. I know what it is to cater to a man. I know what it is to be submissive to a man. But like I said, these men these days ain't giving that. Like, or maybe I'm just like finding the wrong ones, or I don't know, picking out the wrong.
You think your mom's got married? One question for you: think your mom's got married without being submissive to that man before she got married?
I feel like she was before, prior. Yeah, she had to be. Like, it's like.
All right, so I feel like it's common for most women to show their submissiveness after a man shows a level of commitment, but that man has to show you everything before you're, in a relationship. So women should.
I mean, not more so everything, because like I was young when my mom was married to my dad, but with my stepfather, like before they got married, my mom dished out just as much as he was dishing out. Like they were literally like a power couple. One hand was washing the other, so it was like it worked. Like she needed a car, he went and got her a car. Like they were really working together. Like it was good. Like, and then they got married.
Yeah, but you're using a key word, working together. Most women don't want to work together with no man. They want to meet him at the finish line. They want the man to already be built up and meet him at the finish line. Ain't no women tell you all the time they ain't building with no man. So how can you respect a man that you already want to be built up, and then now he has to prove all of this to you in order for you to submit to him? Like, guys is just like, yo, I'm not going to deal with that.
Yeah, because by the time he built up and successful, he ain't gonna be looking for you no more anyways. He's probably gonna be looking at something else.
He's gonna be looking at women that are going to show him submission and femininity up front. It ain't no selective femininity or selective submission with other women. Like, you know what I mean? Right. So he gonna go there.
So what kind of man would you submit to then?
Me?
Yeah.
Just like somebody that's on the same page as me. I work, so I want somebody that's like working or like, you know, doing something with themselves. Like I want to go into real estate. I want to eventually like own property and stuff like that. I want somebody that's like trying to get ahead in life, not sit here and be at the clubs every week and doing all of that weird stuff. Like I like guys, like I said, everybody. Lifestyle is crazy nowadays.
The guys that you meeting currently, they have no ambition basically.
Well, right now, the guy that I'm currently dating right now, he has no. It's just like I'm not gonna say he don't have ambition because he does, but it's just like I think I like catered too much and gave too much and showed too much of my side on my cards. Like so now it's like the nigga feel like he can run all over me.
So if you acknowledge that, if you acknowledge that, what's holding you there? What's keeping you there?
The time. I'm gonna be honest, because I invested a lot of money, time, energy, money.
But you know what you're wasting.
I'm not about to sit here and
look. You know what you're wasting the most. You're wasting the most important thing. You're wasting the most important thing. Your life.
My time. Yeah,
your life, happiness, all that shit. Everything else could just go, but your life, you only got.
I got a headache now.
You're gonna waste years of your life that you only got one of, or on a nigga that's not making you happy.
Life too short, man. If you make a bad investment, you gotta cut your losses and move on, man. That's it. That's it.
Like a bad investment, you gonna go down with the investment.
I'm gonna tell you something, men make bad investments all the time, man. But you gotta cut your loss and move on, man. Like, you say you spent, you know how often men do what you doing, and gotta be like, nah, this ain't it, and move on. It's just part of life, man. You gambled.
This is a big gamble. I don't know.
You ain't want to lose your hand,
and that's what's keeping you where you at.
I don't know. Like I'm just I know like I just have like that faith. Like I know something is going like just get a little bit better, and then it's just like I don't want it to get better, and then I just see him living his life with. I will fucking be punching my phone, the air, everything if I see him. I would be so sad.
That's a gamble in itself too, because normally I think Juice said this before. Like, when you leave somebody's relationship, that's the motivation for them to get up and actually do what you've been trying to get them to do the whole time. So it's like that's a gamble too, leaving somebody. But
I think one of the biggest things a woman can provide a man is inspiration, right? So if you're saying that he lacks motivation, are you inspiring him to be better? Like, or are you just kind of letting him
know? Like I be asking, like, like what are you into? What do you like? Like, what are your goals? Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I know where I see myself in 5 years. Like, I'm just confused. Like, it's just like, I don't know. I'm at a point where I just want somebody on the same level as me. And this is not kind of working where it's at. That's why we're actually on like a little break right now because of like just all of this. It's just too much.
We're on a little breaky break. Niji says she's saying the same thing as a male would say. I didn't hear anything feminine from her.
What was that? What am I saying? That's like I'm confused. What I'm supposed to say?
What you saying, DJ? What you saying?
I'm just confused. What I'm supposed to say?
How you feel about this? Like, if you met a man that wasn't what you wanted him to be, you know what I mean? You put in time and effort. Would you stick around to see if it would change, or what are you doing in that situation?
Well, I'm kind of in that situation kind of now.
And I'm telling this remix. I know you in that situation.
I'm trying
to see what she would do in your situation, basically. Yeah, what would she do in your situation?
Around.
That's a tough question because I used to believe in like supporting and, you know, like helping somebody grow. You know what I'm saying? But through my recent experience in life, like you can only push somebody so far. Because for me, it became to where my husband, like, you not my mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out my way and I'm doing certain things for him. He's turning down jobs. Oh, that's not enough money for me. You know, he's on this level up here. But I'm like, no, you got to start right here. You got to do something. But he was so picky and selective. It did end up working out for him. He ended up getting a job that was what he wanted. But I feel like you could have got something lower in the meantime. It's very frustrating trying to push somebody when they gotta want it themselves. But yeah, we didn't have no money or nothing. We, you know, I've been sticking by through the through the grind.
Right. I think all right, so in that situation, it seemed like he knew his worth and he wasn't selling for less, and it worked out for him in that.
And I disagreed at the time. I felt like his worth wasn't there.
Right.
You know, it's like we got stuff to do. Do something, you know.
I mean, it's not gonna work out like that in every situation. Sometimes you might want to get something. I know, like, people got dreams, obviously. So you know what I mean. While you pursuing your dream, you might want to do something to hold down the spot, like we do at the Dailyrapupcrew. Like, we got our dream, but you know what I mean. We do our 9 to 5 to hold down the fort in the meantime. You know what I mean. So I mean, I could understand where you.
But how can I be submissive in a situation like that, though? Yeah, when I'm going to school, I'm working, I'm taking care of the kids, I'm doing all this stuff, and he's sitting around here waiting on this job to land in his lap. You know what I'm saying?
So what does he do? What is he doing with his days, though? Like, is he helping you out around the house? Like, what's he doing his days? Why are you doing all that stuff?
Playing a video game.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna say, of course there was more, but for me, feeling like I'm still doing certain things that I do. When I come home, I'm like, oh, these dishes not clean. You know, I got a bitch about the shit. Now I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? For it to get done, because it might be, you know, excuses. And it's like a woman would be if her husband was going to work and he came home and was like, why the house not clean? Where's dinner? So, but it's still like, how can I be submissive to that situation?
Can I ask you a question? Were you submissive to him while you guys were dating?
I think I was so submissive it was a problem.
Hold up, don't spin it too fast. So you were submissive to him while you were dating, right? Were you submissive?
Yeah.
Were you submissive to him while you guys were married? Before, like, right when y'all got married?
Yeah.
Okay, so what value did he have for you to be submissive at that point?
Beforehand?
Yeah. Like, why did you feel like you can be submissive to him at that point before and during marriage? In the beginning
he
of y'all?
Was what do you call it? Masculine. You know what I'm saying? He made me feel safe. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very like corny, goofy, soft person, and he's like very hard, like gangster type, you know, rough.
So did he lose value in that once he lost his job, or like where did that demasculation come from in your eyes?
I'm not gonna say he got less masculine. You know, it just life situation changed. We got all these different responsibilities, and now I'm having to do more than I should have to do. We got kids now, you know.
All right, see, and I think that's the problem. I feel like with most women nowadays, right? They feel like once they are breadwinners or hold a certain control of power in finances, they look at men as less than what they are. You get what I'm saying? Maybe he did go through a tough patch. You know, you don't know what he was going through mentally. Maybe he might have been playing on the game a little bit too much, but he might have been down on himself. I think at that point, you should have reached out and made him feel like you supported him more. You get what I'm saying? Because he was always that man for you. Now you're at this point where you're the breadwinner, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe you had to deal with some dirty dishes, or maybe you felt like he was on his own. But you know, sometimes men, you know, need their woman to come and assure them, like, oh, baby, that and another, you know, or you should be doing this, or I need how can I help you, or whatever the case may be. But to feel that he a bitch now because he ain't working, and you bitching about him not doing the house duties or whatever the case may be, I just think it's a power flip. You get what I'm saying? Because
right.
You felt
but
like
I'm not a bitch though. You know, people get over on me a lot because I'm so soft.
Your mindset changed once you were the breadwinner of the relationship.
But
once you were held responsible for most of the responsibilities, it's like you could.
I feel like we gotta switch spots then. If I'm doing this, I can't do 90% of everything. If I'm gonna be going to work and I gotta cook and clean and do everything, then you're doing nothing. Then of course it's gonna be a problem. If you do what I do, if you're gonna be a stay-at-home dad, do the stay-at-home stuff.
You're the same way with your kids. Your tone don't change with your kids. Single mothers out here working 5 jobs, their tone don't change when they with their kids. These single women out here working 5 jobs, they still go and be submissive to their boss when they go to work. So I don't want to hear that, oh, I have to be masculine, because y'all know how to switch that shit off when it's your boss, when it's your kids, when it's anybody else except your man. And I can't respect that. You know what I mean?
Person that will put up with it.
You never go to your boss and act the way you would act towards your man to your boss. You want your kids, you know your kids and how much a nurturing spirit goes. Don't matter how much hours you work, you're gonna still come home and be nurturing to your kids, right?
Still feed
so
them.
Why you can't do that to your man? Like, why you still can't be submissive, a support system, like encourage him? Like, why you still can't do that to your man just because you're making more money? Like, that's the part I don't get.
You're not supposed to start off that way. I think it gets to a point. Like, I don't think immediately he loses job and you like, nigga, da, 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 da. I think it's like after a certain point, it's like, okay, now what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And when you see that person not putting in enough effort on their end, it gets frustrating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that he was doing his part as a man though, because even though he's looking for a job or whatever,
out with the nigga, bro. Like
even though he not, I mean, even though he didn't have a job or whatever, I think there was other things he could have done to lighten her load, knowing that she had to go to work and go to school and deal with the kids and all that. So I don't think he was doing his part as a man to command that respect that you were saying that he deserves. So I
do agree he might have had stuff going on. He was going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would be going through stuff too, you know. Right. But it's like, what do a woman do in that situation? What is the proper way besides babying a grown ass man?
You ain't gotta baby him. It's just finding the right way to communicate with your partner at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Support him, believe in him, but inspire him at the same time to, you know, take these leaps.
Yeah,
or tell him that you need him. I need you to do this. I need you to do that.
Exactly. Like we always tell Eli, it's not what you say, is how you say it sometimes. You know what I mean? So so you could be like, nigga, I need you to go wash these fucking dishes. Or you could be like, babe, this is what I need from you at this time. Like the house is, you know what I mean? It's different ways you can say shit.
He never changed diapers, like probably 3 diapers. Like, I got 3 kids. Like, that's what I was doing, what I was supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made sure he didn't have to do nothing really yet when they was babies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I be feeling like I did, you know, I tried my best to do my part and it's hard to change positions.
Yeah. I also don't feel like it doesn't change positions. Like, I do feel like when he was making bread, you should have been making his ass change a diaper. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't eliminate the shit that he should do as a father. You get what I'm saying? So like, I don't believe that the roles change. You're still his woman, he's still your man. And helping each other doesn't come with, his roles might have to change, but the respect level should still have to stay the same. You know what I'm saying? The communication always have to stay the same as well.
Yeah,
so how does a man look at a woman that's a breadwinner? Like, how is he looking at her? Like, is he taking everything to heart because he feels emasculated because he's not being the breadwinner?
Depending on how she's treating them.
Yeah, I don't think men automatically just get emasculated because a woman makes. It's how the woman treats a man.
It depends on the man, though. It depends on the man, though.
No,
Every man can't handle that, bro.
Nah, like, it's all about how you treat that man, bro. If you start to treat him like I'm better than you, then of course that dynamic gonna change. Like,
I mean, obviously, yeah, in that situation,
you got no problem being with a woman that makes more money than you, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I'm comfortable in my masculinity. I know what the fuck I bring to the table. So you feel me? Like, so whether
you wouldn't
make
feel
more money than me,
if you was constantly throwing that shit in your face.
Say that again.
If she was constantly throwing that shit in your face and belittling
I pay the motherfucking bills here. Get your ass up.
Then that's not the woman for me then.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. The women that usually are the breadwinners, they usually have much more of a masculine energy to them, and that masculine energy tends to come with belittling, emasculating a man. Like, you know what I mean? So that's the part that I'm saying.
But if you sit, that's only going to happen if you sitting there and taking it. You feel me? If
It
you're not
should be
taking
said.
it, then who's she talking to?
Who should be said?
Huh?
Like what he said shouldn't be said. You talking about taking it? It shouldn't be said. Like I said, women words are powerful, and that's how they use to get. That's their weapon of choice when it comes to men.
I feel you. What else we talking about?
Yeah, let me get to this next topic real quick. It's two videos, but they correlate with the same thing, so I'm gonna play both of them.
When I'm in a relationship, I don't believe in spending my money on my man. His money is for me. My money is for me. Okay, so that means when we go out, we go on dates, we go shopping, we do whatever, we are using his money. My money does not get touched. Okay, that is just the standard. Argue with your mama.
And then
it's guys out there who want you, right, but won't spend $100 on you. But mad because you talk to a new dude who spend money on you. He spend money, you don't. Muted. I'm doing us both a favor. I shouldn't be with you, you shouldn't be with me. Point blank, period. Okay.
I ain't wasting our money. I don't even care if it's $5. I ain't wasting our money on no man that's wasting my time after trying to talk to me. That's crazy.
What's the most amount of money you've ever spent on a guy?
Probably like $100.
What was it?
It was some cologne.
Aw, that's nice.
I tried. No, but you know why I did it?
Why?
Because he was a big gift giver. So I was just like, if I get him this little small cologne, he gonna give me something extravagant.
Wow.
I'm kind of a fucked up person, but I got strategies.
Yeah, so all three of them, as you can see, all had to do with money in relationships. And, money is always a focal point for some reason in relationships. So I guess my first question is, why don't women like spending money? Why don't the majority of women, because I know y'all gonna be like, I do. Why don't the majority of women like spending money on men? Anybody could go first.
Hey y'all.
What's good, Amber?
What's up?
Hey.
I think it's layered, like speaking just from that generalized standpoint, because I think women are taught at an early age that we're the prize. So then that means you need to do everything for us and we don't have to do anything for you. Like you always talk about the debate between happy wife, happy life versus happy spouse, happy house, right? I think it's tied into that.
Cop the merch, by the way.
Cop the merch, yes.
Yeah. So you think women don't like spending money, their hard-earned money on men because they feel like they don't have to do anything for a man, or they're the prize basically, so they shouldn't have to spend anything on a man?
Yeah, I do. I think so. I mean, and y'all know where I stand on that topic, but I would be remiss to say, like, growing up from other women in my family and my echo chambers, like, yes, you are the prize, you are the woman, so the man needs to do this for you. And then the moment that you say, oh, well, I did this, and they'll be like, oh, girl, you stupid. You get what I'm saying? Like, we get, like for some of the women that don't, I guess, agree with those ideals, that wanted to, like, spend money and stuff like that, we, get bullied or we get picked on. or get called pick-me's or whatever those other phrases are. So then that becomes a deterrent. You get what I'm saying? And then some people, they fall victim to that, become brainwashed, whatever you want to call it, or conditioned, whatever you want to name it. That ends up being the case. I think. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So when you say women are taught that they're the prize, are they the prize? Do women think they're the prize because they're just women, or do they think they're the prize because they're women and they offer value to a man?
That's gonna blow your mind. So I'm gonna tell you what some people I know that say that. They say women are the prize because of what we offer to a man. But then when you hear these conversations as far as not that we don't lead with our femininity or submission, that is one of the values that we have intrinsically as women to provide, right? Or to showcase. But that's what the reason why we are women, we are the prize because we are women, because we are submissive and we do that. But then we don't do that. But now we're the prize just because of what's in between our legs.
I mean, that's what most women are offering. That's why I feel like some certain relationships are just so transactional. If I buy you something, I get pussy, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yo, Melly, what's your thoughts on why don't you think the majority of women like to spend money on men?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't really, cause I spend money on my niggas, so I can't really get into this conversation. Like I don't know.
I know you got homegirls that'll stop the cap. That
I know for a fact you got homegirls.
I have a friend that she basically like, every guy that she deal with, they basically spend money on her. But it's just like that's just like what she was raised. That's the way that she was raised and brought up. I wasn't raised and brought up that way where I'm supposed to be gold digging or going after what a man have. I know that I'm supposed to have my own too. So I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Everybody morals and lifestyles, the way they brought up is different. But I don't have an issue with spending money on my niggas. So I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know.
What about you, Miss Remix?
I probably spend more money on them than him or whatever you want to call it than they spend on me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think some women do not spend money on guys because they feel like there's a lot of people that I know from where I live, just in my area, that guys are pretty much living off of a girl. So when they go leave and they be cheating and doing all this stuff, it's like, oh, I bought them shoes. They look stupid, like, oh, they bought this man all these things and he's out here and they say you bought him them shoes so he could walk away in them, cheat with them. You bought them clothes so he could go see his other girlfriend.
Well, that saying was made for men. I can't flip that out. Y'all can't flip that on.
Well, honestly, it's a lot of sassy men in this world now. So.
Oh my God.
Big niggas is bitches.
Back to our video.
Yo, girl, she just found another way to say it. That's all it was. She just found another way to say it.
They're not bitches. They sassy ass.
They sassy now. They ain't bitches. They sassy.
What's your thoughts on this, Ace?
Why women know? I think it goes back to what Amber said. Like they was taught they was a prize from the beginning, and not really how. I don't think parents really teach their daughters how to treat a man. It's like we want you to grow up and get an education, and the father's teaching you, oh, this nigga, if a man comes into your life, he got to be a essential man and take care of you, blah, blah. I don't think they're really taught how to take care of men. That's why I think what we're doing here is important, because it gives men a voice. And a lot of women tell me they learn a lot from this channel. So I'm really proud of what we do here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that because, for example, unfortunately, when we look at social media and we do see the women that do spend money on their man, like when Ari brought, money bag, land and property, whatever the case is. If you go to the comments, there were women upset that she did that for her man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So women were shaming her in the comments for actually doing act of that gesture for her man. And women was like, oh, I could never be me, this, that, and the third. So I think there is a bit of shaming that goes into a woman spoiling her man, not even spoiling her man, but just doing a nice gesture for her man outside of sex. Because, men always, every Valentine's episode, we always talk about the same thing. A man has to go out his way You do all this romantic, chivalrous shit for a woman. For him, for like you said, for him to get the same box that he got yesterday, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it's always one sided with a man. He always has to go above and beyond. And it's not like this is back in the day where women did not have no money and they couldn't work. Like, women are working and making their own money. Y'all have y'all money. Y'all just don't like spending it on a man because y'all feel like it makes y'all look weak if y'all spend money on a man.
Or they gonna be mad when they spend that money and then they break up. They gonna be wanting that money back, just like that dudes keep taking them cars back they be buying for them girls.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, different. If I buy your car, we break up. That's my car. What are you talking about?
Oh nah, so you could just.
So what if she buys her man a car and then they break up? Do she get her car back?
If you buy me a car and we break up, you want that car back?
She probably feel like she had to work way harder to make them couple of dollars, and if she spent it on him, she expects him to be top notch. Don't make no mistakes.
You can't give like that though, but you can't give like that from a woman's perspective or a man's or woman or male's perspective. If you're giving a gift, that's a gift. That means I'm no longer attached to that. That is all, no matter how the outcome plays, unless it's an engagement ring, because that's the only conditional gift you're giving.
It's got some women that don't want to get that shit back. They say that's a gift.
So that shit.
If the dude breaks off the marriage, they should.
Imagine what she would do in a divorce. You know what
I mean?
What you was about to say, Miss Remix? If he break off the marriage, then what?
Oh, well, then he shouldn't get it back. If he breaks off the marriage, the ring, he shouldn't get it back.
Yeah.
So if I no longer want to marry,
because he's canceling it, so that's a part.
If I gave you this when I wanted to marry you, and I no longer want to do that, I can't get my ring back.
Nope.
It's up on that female. She want to give it back.
Yeah, I would give it back because what I'm gonna do with it? I don't want nothing attached.
Take it to the pawn shop.
I don't even
throw it down the river. Put it down.
Stupid people do that. If it's real, you need to go get some money back if you gonna keep it. If you ain't gonna wear it,
y'all don't be thinking logically. Y'all be thinking with y'all dicks. I mean, y'all clicks.
Oh, what? Like, yeah.
That's what they be thinking they be having. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, I honestly think differently about this. Women spending money on the men. I do believe women spend money on their man, right? And look, it's about what man. Who are they spending the money on? So like I don't because it could be they could have a main man and be tricking on a side nigga. Women do that.
Tricking on niggas that treat them bad poorly.
Because women don't mind flowering a nigga with gifts. I've been a dude that's been, I just go to your crib and I'm getting Prada, Gucci. I've been that dirtbag. I've been getting my rent paid. I've done that. So I've watched women have boyfriends and buy me things. So women do flower the guys that they choose to spend money on, but have the other dude simping over. So they can be talking to 5 guys and you thinking you that guy. Why she not buying me stuff? Women be lying on these. I think all of those women that was talking that shit, talking about, I don't spend money on no man. I only spent $100. They're lying. They done spent money on men that they felt like they cared about. But it might not have been the right man, and they don't want to feel embarrassed about getting played with the money that they wasted.
Right.
I agree.
That's a valid point. You know what I mean? Like,
and I do think that there was this narrative that men are easy to please, so they'd take anything, whatever. So I used to see on TV shows growing up, like the dad would get a tie or whatever, and the wife get a whole vacation on, you know what I mean? So it's like you grew up seeing that dynamic, like, oh, you could just get dad socks or whatever, like mom got to get a whole bouquet of flowers and shit, like. So I think it's been embedded, but it's time to change that narrative. I want good gifts too, man.
Absolutely.
That's fact. Yeah, we deserve good gifts as well. It's like the guys that actually are treating you well and providing value to your life. Yeah, they should get treated the same way. Like, you know what I mean? It shouldn't just all be one-sided all the time. And the funny part is men, it's okay when men have to take that risk and they lose out on the risk, but once it's reciprocated and now it's like, oh well, women don't want to take that risk because he might cheat on her. Like men had to deal with women walking out of their lives and dealing with the next nigga and for all of century. Now y'all in a position where men, where they can be exposed. Now it's like, oh, I don't want to take that risk because he might do. Like men had to take that risk their whole lives. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing was guaranteed.
Yeah, but women are now starting to see the risk that men take every day. You know what I mean? Oh, why would I pay for a nigga? I don't know if he's really interested in me. Like niggas do that shit all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
Niggas cheated and still gave you a house to live under.
Right. So let me ask y'all this: do y'all think it is possible to have a relationship that has no components of it being transactional whatsoever? Does that even exist? Like, could that even exist?
No. I think everything's transactional. You got to look for happiness. That's a transaction nowadays.
Right. An adult relationship, I don't
Well, if they both have everything that they need and they only enjoy each other's time and company.
Keem did say a great point just now. He said an adult relationship, no. But when niggas was in high school, had that puppy love college days, you know what I'm saying? That, those relationships weren't transactional because y'all wasn't expecting each other to provide necessarily something of monetary means and stuff like that. Right. But once you get over 25, like then everything becomes transactional. Everything becomes transactional, and the love is transactional, the love is conditional. You know what I mean? Everything is just different once you become an adult, I guess.
Marriage is a contract.
You again on that. Huh? But Miss what was it? Miss Remix about to say that. But I think you're saying like if y'all both got money, like let's say you were like Rihanna and ASAP. I think that could be genuine. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be transactional because it's like we both got money.
It is because it's still an agreement with marriage on how finances is broken down on divorce. Still a transaction. No matter what way you look at it.
They not married.
I'm saying if you do.
No, but she said could a relationship be not be transactional? I'm saying if they both got money, like the level they at this moment in time, I believe that it doesn't have to be transactional.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's tough to kind of say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean I'm
not saying it is. I'm saying it could be. You know what I mean?
Do y'all look at money as the only transaction that you get out of a relationship? Because what about happiness? What about mental?
Well, if that person makes you happy and you enjoy hanging out with that person, is vice versa? Is that a transaction? Like, what if you just have
everything's a transaction? I think you making me happy, you making me laugh is a transaction. I owe you something else. And what you need, what am I filling you up? How am I filling your soul up?
I'm giving you jokes, you laughing, so that's a transaction.
When we talking about the term transaction, that's usually like you buying or selling something, like
but it's deeper than that to me. Personally,
but if you're doing that genuinely because you love that person and that person is doing it genuinely because you make them happy, it's not. I don't think that's transactional, bro. Like I think that's just like
because if I can provide money and I'm happy with you just being supportive or being there,
you're paying for that support. It's a transaction.
Yeah.
That's what maybe a better word I should have used was a trade-off as opposed to a transaction. Maybe that's what Niji said, because I don't think it could be like just. I agree with your comment, Ace, which is why I asked the question. Like when you was just like adult relationships, it cannot be like when you back in high school, like you say, like when we back there, and we're just like, oh yeah, we have no responsibilities. Yeah, that's all fun and games, but for adult relationships, I think this is why a lot of relationships and marriages fail because you don't even have like a common goal or a need for each other. I think interdependence still comes with some sort of need to be fulfilled by both parties.
And as far as like it being a trade, you have to be given something in a relationship for it to work. You know what I mean? So it's not never going to be a trade. Like you said, if you're making me happy and I'll make you happy, that's still a trade. But it's you got to be given something because if a relationship is not beneficial to both parties, then why are you there?
Gotta be some type of equivalent exchange, like
I don't know how if they only offering pooms. I'm telling you,
it's been working. It's been working for decades, man. It's been working for decades.
Like you said, yo, fellas, we gotta get back the power. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
You can tell the difference in relationships when it's like strictly transactional versus when those people actually got to know each other and actually like vibe and have a mental connection, like you can tell how they move. You can tell the difference in the whole how you see them.
Yeah, like when I was hearing about the story about, I think it was Good Morning America with the two people that got divorced and then they started dating or getting married over. But the way that people was talking about their interactions, like, oh, they was just all chummy and laughing and like, I think that's like a genuine relationship. When you see them enjoying each other's company, you know what I mean? You could tell the difference. Like when you see a Will and Jada, they sit next to each other. Jada got the straight face on, and Will enjoying the show. I mean, that look like it don't look as genuine as other relationships.
Yeah, the older I get, the more I realize they really miserable in their marriage, man. I remember when and I remember on Red Table Talk, man, Jada and Will made a joke about bad marriages for life, and they was laughing it off like, haha, but like they was dead ass, bro. Like them niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. So let me get into my next topic. I did have a video for this topic, but I cannot find it. But
it's no lighting in here.
We often talk about colorism on our show, you know, how it affects, you know, Black women. But there is the reverse of that. I've had conversations or I've heard conversations with Black women who fetishize, you know, lighter skinned men because they want lighter skinned babies because they don't want their children to experience the same hardships they had to experience because of their color. So have y'all spoken to women like that, or do y'all know women that have had children with lighter skinned men because they don't want their children to come out, you know, dark skinned, I guess?
Are we pausing for Niji right now? Because I know he's the fourth, the fourth partner.
You gotta ask Niji, man.
No, but I got that painting from I Am Art in Motion, and that's on Instagram. I can send it to you guys, so y'all can send it to Niji.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure you get that, Niji. Don't worry about it.
And then I've heard that before too. I don't know. I think that colorism, I feel like when you want to have lighter children, is only beneficial for women, for Black women, the perception wise anyway, and then for Black men, like the lighter you are for Black men, the weaker you're perceived. Like it's a double standard with colorism between Black women and Black men.
But I've heard men and women that are darker prefer to have lighter children. Like I've seen like a few football players in the NFL saying, "Yo, she got to be light skinned. I got to have a light skinned kid. I don't want them to be dark." It was on Vlad TV. I seen that, and I've heard women even tell me that I'm only good for having light skinned baby. And you know what I'm saying? So in life, I've heard a woman tell me that. You get what I'm saying? So it's real.
Yeah, it's real. I don't know. Most of the people I know, they want dark skinned babies.
What you saying, Mel?
Sorry.
Well, like, I don't know, like in my family, like most of the people, like, well, with my aunt, one of my aunts, she's light skinned, and she like I don't know, like when I was younger, I was darker, and I have a few other cousins that's like a little, like her kids that are dark too, like that were darker. You know, as you get old, I don't know, Black people as we get older, we get lighter. I don't know what the hell, but anyways. So like, no, seriously, because I was like really like dark, like I was darker than, I don't know, maybe it was what I was using on my skin, I don't know, but you know, as you get older, things change, you find different remedies, whatever. Anyways, my aunt like used to always like compare skin colors like all the time, like with me, her goddaughter was like high yellow like Jew, or actually lighter than Jew and stuff, and just used to always like, it was always like, you know, white, like the light skin with the hair and the, you know, it was just always like that for me in my household growing up. Like that was just always something that was always brought up, like some like being dark. So for me, all my kids are like brown, like my son is my color, and everybody, my daughters are light skinned. So yes, I have make sure that all my kids are like lighter skin, and I think it's more so because of the way, you know, my aunt and people in my family were towards like me and the different mean things that people used to even say to me in school. I went to a school in Long Island with predominantly white people. So it wasn't like, when I started going to school in the city where I'm around more people that look like me. So it was just more so of all of that with my family and my household, everything else that just made me want to have, like, when I always said I want to have kids that are light, and I was always going to move far away from my family. That's why I live in the Bronx now and not so close to them. But yes, like stuff, childhood trauma, childhood people telling you like you too dark for this, or calling you black this and black monkeys and different things. Yes, it does. As you get older, it affects you. Now that I'm older and melanin and dark skin is now being praised in a sense, because this wasn't something that was always praised. Like it was always the lightest skin person. Even on videos, you never really seen that many dark skinned girls. Everybody was always lighter skin. So
I do agree that everybody like preferring dark skin now, but with you saying that, did that make you only prefer light skinned men so you could have a light skinned kid, or was it you just hope light skin? Or
no, I had a kid with a Spanish person. Yes, both of my baby fathers is like my first baby father with my first two kids. He's Puerto Rican.
My question is with the intent to have a light skinned kid, or with just because
I had the intent to have light skinned kids, because like I said, throughout my childhood, it was a lot of different things that were like basically said about being dark skinned. So yes, I always said that I wanted to have light skinned kids, and that's what I had.
That's interesting. Like
now that I'm an adult and I'm grown, I do want a child. I always I'd be like, damn, none of my kids is like my color. So it's like,
were
now
you
it's like,
were you attracted to these men because they were lighter skinned men, and you fantasize about having?
I don't know. I was just attracted to cute. Honestly, it wasn't really more so of like the color and the cut. Like I don't know, my baby he was just very handsome and light skinned, so it just worked out that way. But it wasn't more so of like, oh, he's Spanish or he's white, so I'm gonna get with him. No, you had to have a nice face too and other things. It just couldn't just be that. But yes, light skin was a plus. But I did go for like good genes. I'm not gonna just have it because it's a lot of light skinned people that's not that cute.
If it was a dark skinned dude that you was attracted to, would you feel comfortable to still have his kid, or was it like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck with no dark skinned nigga? Because
like right now, if I was to have a kid with a dark skinned person that I'm attracted to, I would have my child. But
back then, I don't know, it was just like I'm getting a plan
back
B.
then, I wasn't even dating nobody that was really like dark skinned. Everybody was, most of my guys was like lighter than me.
Oh, so they ain't even have a chance.
Yeah, like, but I'm gonna be honest. Like my father, like all of like his baby mothers are light skinned. Like literally, like he had a preference, like light skin. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think what happens in our community and love. I don't know if you guys. I know you wanted to chip in and say something about this topic, but I think a lot of times we get, we talk about colorism so much in the Black community, and we only focus on men, Black men, and when we do have women that do say stuff like this, everybody just sweeps it under the rug. It's almost like, oh well, whatever, that's her preference. So, you know what I mean? But if a Black man were to say like, yo, I only want light skinned women because I want light skinned babies, yo, they would be dragging him through the mud. He'd be canceled, all types of craziness. Like, you know what I mean? So, I just find that always like a discrepancy. Love, you wanted to say something?
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so back to your original question regarding where do you see the colorism? Is it more men or women? From my experience, I've seen it mostly in women wanting to choose a partner that would, if they're, my dark-skinned friends, they would want to choose a partner that's lighter so their baby could have, the eyes, the hair, the nice skin complexion because of what they've been through. They don't want their child to go through what they've been through. I've always said that, it's not I felt like it was never my place to talk about it because I am not a dark skinned woman. I'm Black woman, but I'm Eli, I'm your complexion. So I've always seen it in women, choosing their partner as, oh yeah, if I have a kid by him, my baby will come out right. In my experience, the men around me never spoke like that regarding picking someone to be their mother of their child. I've only seen that in like social media, celebrities. So I can't speak on that, but I do see it more so in women speaking about, the upbringing of their kid, and they feel like lighter skinned women has better chances than darker skinned women, and I can't disagree. Like in the corporate world, I see that all the time, so I understand, but I do see it more in women. Not saying that's not the majority.
Right.
That's being represented everywhere, but in my experience, I just see more in women picking those type of men.
Yeah.
I love all Black men, so as long as you're Black, I think you're right. So
shout out to you.
Shout out to you, word.
Yeah, so like I'm glad you called in and said that. Like I said, I this is not my first time hearing that. That's why I wanted to have the conversation, because like I didn't like how you explained it was, obviously they were bullied or teased about their skin complexion, or they felt like they was at a disadvantage. So now they actively go in and date somebody of a lighter complexion to have their kid. Like I'm starting to hear that a lot more lately. And we probably would hear it a lot more if women were more honest, like about it and had the conversation. But a lot of women probably would say, "Oh, I loved who I loved," and whatever the case is. But I think we were honest. A lot of women subconsciously made that decision because the guy was lighter and he had good hair, or he had the blue eyes, or whatever the case was. So let me see.
What about the people that really like the light skinned chicks or whoever? They like chocolate men. They like them dark skinned men. I know a lot of people who likes the dark meat.
But that's only now because women feel like dark skinned men means masculine. So light skinned men are considered soft now. So I mean, the whole image of a dark skinned man just leads to masculinity, protection, and all this other stuff because of the color of his skin, not because of what he provides or show you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the narrative for now.
Yeah, Ashley, what's up? What's your thoughts on this topic?
Hi. I definitely agree with basically everything you guys are saying. Like growing up, I was told like, make sure you get a man that he's licensed, make sure he got money, make sure that he look good, make sure that I don't want no kid that has no nappy ass hair. So
Is your mom is telling you this?
Listen, I'm Caribbean, so
and I'm not Caribbean. I'm
Shit.
African American.
I want that hair
All
to
of
be
the
nice
things
and
that
soft.
she's
I don't want
saying
no
is
nappy.
true.
I don't want no kaba head. So
That's crazy.
yeah, and like God bless her soul, but I just hear that all the time, and I always thought that was kind of like, why does it matter? Who cares? But like those are the things that I was told growing up.
Was your mom, was she like more of a melanated woman, or was she on the lighter skin side?
Like she's a little bit lighter than me. Like she's more probably on the yellow tone, but she's not like light skin. But I think growing up, out of her group of friends and where she was from, she was the one with the nice, pretty hair. She was the one with the lighter probably than everybody else, and so I kind of heard some of those things growing up, and never.
You think that's a form of self-hate?
Pardon, sorry.
You think that's a form of self-hate?
Possibly, yeah, but also just like a little bit entitlement, a little bit more thinking maybe like, you're better than everybody else kind of thing, and you want your kids to, for me, if I were to have kids or something like that, like find somebody that their hair looks good or whatever. So a little entitlement.
Ain't like bleaching
real. I'm sorry.
Real popular. I'm sorry. Yeah. Isn't like bleaching a real like popular thing in the Caribbeans and in Africa and stuff like that?
Yeah, like a little bit like doing some of that stuff. So, yeah, and you always have to relax your hair, have your hair pressed, like don't worry your natural hair. Like the first time I got it relaxed, I think I was like 12. I was like 12 years old, and then I decided when I was 20 to not have that anymore. But no, it's a real thing. It like growing up, things I heard is a little like it just messed with me a little bit, and I never thought. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry for interrupting you. But how did that affect you with your mom's opinion of saying, "Oh, you should get a light skinned man," or someone with perfect, quote unquote, perfect hair. How did that affect you, like choosing your mate?
And did that make you want to, like, because you know kids are rebellious against when they parents said on one thing, they're gonna purposely go after the other just because their parents said it. Like, so did that make you more kind of attracted to darker skinned men or melanated men more?
I mean, like, yeah, like I told her, like, as I was getting, like, okay, so younger, I was always confused, and that never sat right with me, and I was just like, whatever, like, rolled my eyes, you know, whatever. I have dated like lighter skinned men or whatever, but as I got older, I was like, listen, I'm gonna bring an African dark skinned man into this house, and you know, it never made sense to me because my mom has sisters who are darker than her. So some of those comments never made sense to me because she has siblings that she's very
probably
close
always felt like she was better.
Maybe.
I have
But
relatives that, you know, had that same scenario.
But they have a great relationship. She has a great relationship with her siblings. They're good, but maybe just like attention wise from men, she maybe thought in that aspect, maybe she thought maybe a little bit. Because I think she got a lot of attention maybe growing up from men, but she has a great relationship with her siblings that are very, very dark skinned because like a lot of her siblings she's like the oldest of, I think, 10 kids. So a lot of her siblings are half. So my grandmother remarried, and now they're like my grandmother is dark skinned, like she has African features, even though she's from Jamaica, and so she had that like lighter skin tone. So I guess maybe growing up, according to men, to get more attention.
Yeah. Hey, let's get to that super chat.
Yeah, Sierra said, although I don't agree with it, I think just based on my experience being dark skinned, I wouldn't want my kids, especially my daughter, to go through the same thing. I think it's a lot of trauma in the Black community, and that's why I think I think everybody should seek therapy, especially in the Black community, because we got a lot of trauma that we working through. Because she clearly went through things as a dark skinned little girl, and I mean we can't sit here and say that we ain't see it happening growing up too. But yeah, Black is beautiful in all shades, and I think we come into that realization now. So, I mean, we just gotta, like I said, we just gotta push for the next generation and make it better for the future. Like,
why do you think we come into that realization now? Like, why do you think is more pushed, like Melanin Magic and Black?
It's more popular
now. I think it's more of a conscious effort now because we've been pushing darker skinned women to the side for so long. Like, I think it's more focused now. So I think that's why people are more coming to most people are followers, bro. If we gonna keep it real, most people are followers, bro. So whichever direction you point them in, they gonna go. So it's more of a focus now, and people are just going with it. But I'm glad it's a focus now because.
So is that fair? Do you think that's fair to like the lighter skinned women now, since everybody is so focused on, or they're preferring the the melanated women more? Is that like?
I think it's more like a Black Lives Matter thing. Like we know light skinned women are beautiful. Like we knew this, right? But we need to show love where the love wasn't put. Like,
but that's the part that hurts because it's like we got to look at somebody. Or if I'm not with a dark skinned woman, this means I'm not Black enough. Or if I'm with a light skinned woman, I'm selling out. If I'm with a light skinned man, I'm selling out.
Yeah, but I don't think it should be pushed. Like,
but that's what it is, bro. That's the
I hear what you're saying, but I don't think it should be one sided. That's why I said all shades are beautiful. You ain't hear me say that.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that against you. I'm just saying like it hurts. Even like hearing her message saying like she wouldn't want her daughter to grow up with the same situation of being dark skinned. Like, yo, we are unique. You know what I'm saying? What other group of people could come in all shades and color? We fucking a whole fucking power stone. You know what I'm saying? We light skin, brown skin, dark skin. Yo, I love the shit out of it. I would, if I always wished I even had a dark skinned kid. I wanted to be darker my whole life. You get what I'm saying? So me saying as a light skinned man, being surrounded by like nothing but
you do be hyping the summer.
Stay in the sun. You get what I'm saying? Like just so I get some color. So I do understand like how people wish they were light skinned. I always wish I was dark skinned because I felt like because me being this light, I couldn't prove how Black I was. You get what I'm saying? At a certain point or degree, I was getting questioned about being a black man because, yo, damn, nigga, you pale as fuck. Oh, your hair curly as fuck. You know, I'm not no less of a black man. I own up to and I feel comfortable in my own skin, but I don't like the fact that people feel like you dating on a trend of a color proves how black you are. You get what I'm saying? That shit doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. That's a fact, man. We just gotta embrace each other and show each other love, no matter because nobody else not gonna do it, man. So we gotta do it for ourselves and stop discriminating against because of simple shit like color, and that's a slave mentality too. Because you know what I mean, that we bring it into the future. We just gotta do better and teach the next generation better.
Yeah. So I mean, we got I think we got one more clip that I want to play real quick. Actually, we got two more. But let me play this one real quick.
My boyfriend of 3 years made me a bet at my cousin's wedding. He said if I could lose the weight, I'm next. So what'd I do? I ordered Slim Petite to get it the easy way. This was the first day. With some workouts, a little consistency, and a little faith, let's see what happens next. And boom, this the smallest I've ever been. I take a basic bitch and make her a Kardashian, yeah. That's one. I always get what I want. I'm out here focused, cause I done been out here hopeless. I done been out here homeless. I done been at my lowest shit.
All right, moral of the story. You know, old boy said he would marry her. He would marry her if she lost weight. Yeah, I think that's a fair. You think that's a fair bet, or I think that's you think that's fair for him to make?
Before we get into the topic, let me just read the super chat from Anthony. Okay, you talking about the last topic. He said media representation. It gave people the permission to outwardly discuss darker features as beautiful, but we have always been a spectrum, though.
That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on that video? You think that it was selfish for him to kind of request that of his woman before he married her, or should he just have accepted her as she is?
And one more question on top of that: would you be offended if a man told you that? That got to be added onto your answer.
Like y'all said earlier, it's how you say it. We don't know the specific dialogue, but just me thinking how I'm thinking, if she was willing to do it, then it must have been an incentive, kind of you know what I'm saying? Something that he knows she wanted to work on, that he might have wanted her to work on, and they came to agreement like, look, you know, and I think that some people do need an incentive, because some people you can sit there and your wife or your husband could be getting bigger, or boyfriend or girlfriend, and it's like, how do you tell somebody something like that without hurting their feelings?
I believe if he met her at that size, that he shouldn't have put that up. That should have been like, if you met me at this size, this is my size. But if
I want you to get, and if I want you to get healthier and lose some weight, and I feel like you're too big, or I want you to lose weight, I don't see nothing wrong with me telling you that.
I think it just depends how you come off. If you come to me and you're like, girl, you're big, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, if you say, hey, babe, like, you know, I love you. You know, I want you to stay healthy. I'll come to the gym with you. You know, we just need to get back on our track, stay healthy, lose. But then I'd be like, okay, like, yeah, okay. I wouldn't be offended by that. But I think if you come off and say, like, you know, if you want this ring, you better lose 50 pounds or I'm going to leave. Like,
that's why I have the problem with, like, if you want this ring, why can't you just, like, why offer that up first? You see, obviously you have a problem with my weight. You could just bring it up to me. I don't know. I don't feel uncomfortable if my significant other tells me I'm gaining like too much weight, or I'm losing too much weight, because you're my man. If we're in a relationship, anyone else, shut the fuck up.
If he's not attracted to you or becoming less attracted to you, even if you're the same size when he met you, maybe over the time it's starting to like grow on him to where he's becoming less attracted. Should he not be able to tell you that?
Exactly. I agree.
Well, he should.
I was gonna say, Mrs. Remix. I'm like, why does he even have to sugarcoat if he's not being disrespectful? What if he's just being direct? Like, what's wrong with that? Like, if y'all talking about marriage, and he's just like, oh, I just need to drop 50 pounds before we get married. or whatever. Why is that too harsh? Why does it have to be like, oh, come on, baby, let's go to the gym? Because if God forbid something happened to one of y'all in that marriage, y'all are power of attorney over each other. It's no coddling there or sweet talking there. You're not talking to the doctors any kind of way. You just like whatever's going to take to do this or whatever goals we're accomplishing. You gotta get straight to the point. Unless if he's not disrespecting you, why can't it be so direct? Like I don't care either way. I wouldn't be offended either way.
Yeah, those are very hard conversations that people don't think about having.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's being honest with you. He's telling you what he wants, and if you want him, then I don't see the problem in that.
But if he didn't bring up marriage, my thing is, would you lose the weight if he didn't bring up? What if he just said, "Oh, he had the conversation with her about losing the weight"? My thing is, why is he bringing up marriage? Oh, I'll marry you if you lose this weight.
Because he felt like that would motivate her to actually do it.
But she should have been okay. It did, but like if he didn't bring it up, would you have not lost the weight? That's my
exactly. Would she have lost that weight without him giving her an incentive?
Even more reason for
something that he knows she really wanted.
Exactly. And I really want you to now that you dropped them fucking 50 pounds.
Because once we're married now, and what if I gain the weight back? Now what's the incentive? You see, that's what I'm saying. Why bring that up?
If you don't want me to sign these papers, keep that.
I have that mentality.
Well, if she gonna do that,
so
she know what she needs to do to keep it going, and if she chooses not to, then she know that it could affect their relationship.
I think she shouldn't get married if the weight is going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think like the difference between men and women is that like when we were talking about cheating earlier, it's like all the guys unanimously was like it one and done. You was like, even if she flirt with a dude to make it seem like he even got a chance, it's a wrap. And y'all are done with it. Y'all not taking 2 and 3 and 4 chances to just figure out that it's not going to work. So I think this is where women, we should learn from the men and take our power back in a sense. It's just like, hey, we don't have to stay committed to somebody we really don't like. Or we like, but we know we can't fulfill their needs just like they can't fulfill us. So if it's me taking to lose 50 pounds, if I think I'm okay, 50 pounds heavier, I'm beautiful, 50 pounds heavier, and I'm heavy and I'm happy with myself. And my man is just like, oh, well, I'll marry you if you lose 50 pounds. If I know that obviously there's a disconnect there. Like we're never going to see eye to eye. Even if I lose the 50 pounds, if I gain it back, he's not going to be attracted. And then I'm going to resent him for not loving me for who I am. It's just not built like that. Some people can look past physical attraction characteristics and some people can't. Like find somebody that's more naturally in alignment with who you are, I think would be the thing, as opposed to like arguing the point, should I lose 50 pounds, should I not? Like just walk away.
Where's the part about growth though? Like I can't look for something different. What if I lost 50 pounds and you stayed that weight? You get what I'm saying? Like I grew, I evolved. Now you gotta stay on that level. You get what I'm saying? So to sit there and watch, you don't know what's really going on. But I honestly, with her getting the option of, doing something rather than him just leaving her high and dry, telling her what his discomfort is in a relationship is actually very respectful and commendable. He might, need to word it in a certain way where she's not offended. But obviously, I feel like if he told you, he's giving you the option to make this relationship work.
Especially after having kids, a lot of people do blow up. And so it's like, you understand, okay, why they got bigger, but it's like, okay, this is not the same body that you had before. Even though it's understandable where it came from, it's like, it might be less attractive.
I think, I was going to say, I think oftentimes men get so used to hearing, accept me as I am, when they're in relationships, and it's like, oh, well, okay, well, I knew I was wait, accept me as I am, instead of, people actually trying to like, all right, well, let me not only lose this weight for my health, but lose this weight so my significant other can be just as attracted to me as he was when he first met me, or whatever the case is. So, instead of having this, oh, well, love me as I am mentality, it should be more of a, hey, okay, I see that, I am, gaining some weight, the happy weight, what I mean? I'm getting complacent. Let me actively go to the gym and work on myself, not only for my significant other, but just for my overall health. Like, you know what I mean? So, because
it's never a bad thing to work out. It's never going to be like, oh, I'm going to work out to death. Like, no, anytime you're working out, the effort is doing nothing but making you stronger for the most part.
Absolutely.
Let alone if she didn't lose 50 pounds, but I seen her working on that shit. That still would make me feel comfortable. Yo, you tried your hardest. You are trying your hardest. I could accept that as a man. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of people just realize, oh, you got to lose exactly 50 pounds. And women, I feel like women want men to understand things how they, through their logic, because most women are comfortable with being with a man after most dudes get old and they get old and fat and they got that big old pot belly, and women stay with their man no matter what because women are comfortable with that. But most men are not comfortable with their woman getting that big old pot belly like a man. You get them? It's just two different things. We're never going to get comfortable with you having a beer belly with us. It's not happening.
The fupa.
That is so funny because I told my husband he needs to pick up some weight. I'm always on him about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, you need to eat some more.
Yeah, they like them putting on weight so women can stop looking at us.
No,
that is true. That is true. That's true. Like
I don't think that's it.
Well, I don't want to feel like the big one, so I need him. You know, I like to eat.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I like it when a man is bigger than me. It just makes me feel just, I don't know.
I mean,
I'll be going out to eat, and then I'm hounding all this food down, and he's full already. I'm like, dang, I can't go get 2 more plates now because now I feel like.
I heard it was for the cuddling that women don't like cuddling with sticks.
I mean,
that's true.
How can you cuddle with a stick, though?
No disrespect to any of my exes if y'all see this. No disrespect to them. But no, it is like, oh gosh, man. Because I'm already smaller and I'm taller, right? So it ain't that hard to be bigger than me. But when you like my size, oh,
yeah, y'all about to start a fire.
Right, that's what.
y'all here skinny shaming, man. I don't like that, man. The skinny.
Men who are a little thinner.
Fellas. I'm not trying to, man.
Yo, Mel, you've been quiet over there. You look like you're about to fall asleep, man.
I'm not falling asleep.
We about to get off this soon, man. What's your thoughts on that? Was that a reasonable bet for him to make, or should he just accept her as she is? Like, what's your thought?
Honestly, I feel like, well, looking at the clip, I feel like whatever they discussed, I feel like she probably wanted to lose the weight too, because I don't feel like she would have just, like, it had to have been something that she probably wanted as well. I don't think it was just like, oh, lose all of this weight to get married. I think that she probably needed to lose the weight herself and probably wanted to do it, and then them getting married, you know, because you're married. The pictures that you take when you get married is like, you're supposed to look your best when you're like getting married. So
aren't you supposed
I
to
would want to look my best.
Too, anyway, like
they do. They lose weight. They take laxatives. They do all type of stuff. Might get some lipo if they have to. Whatever they need to do so that they can be the way that they want to be for their wedding. Your wedding, when you get married, that's supposed to be the happiest and best day of your life. You're supposed to
this might sound crazy
and feel beautiful.
This might sound crazy, but put in the chat, man. I ain't never seen no, like, you know, really big girl in a wedding dress, man. And that could just be me. Like, maybe put in the chat.
No, but I feel like everybody loses, even they lose weight. Everybody loses weight before they get married, I feel like. To get fit into their proper dress.
You're supposed to buy your wedding dress like a size down or some shit to fit into. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I heard start watching these fucking Think Like a Man, I Love You movies and Get Married, Blind Dates, and all these other fucking TV shows.
But y'all seen her like a big girl, like a you know.
Yeah, I see
plus size woman.
But she was marrying a big dude though. So, but
I mean, I've seen big women get married.
Viral. It was this smaller dude. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Mrs. Remix. I'll finish after you. But Eli, you ain't see that big girl that was getting picked up by some real buff dude, and it went viral. It was like an African couple. It went viral because she was so plus size. She was beautiful, but he was like bodybuilder type of build. Like he was cut and she was not. You know?
Yeah, you got to and he lifted her up. Like, yeah, you got to be.
Yeah, he lifted for the engagement photo. It was dope.
Yeah, Anthony said.
Precious did get married. Yeah, she did.
Nah, didn't Precious get married?
But she lost weight too.
I think she lost weight though. She
lost weight too.
She's still, yeah.
What about that shorty from that show with Tia and Tamara? I mean, I don't know, whichever one of the twins, and it's like The View.
They not big. The twins.
Oh, you talking about?
She lost weight too.
Yeah.
She did the lap band.
Lonnie Love.
Lonnie Love. Yeah.
Oh, Lonnie
She did
Love.
the lap
The
band.
real? The real?
Oh,
Yeah, the rail, yes,
she got married to the white guy.
To the white guy? Oh,
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I've never seen those pictures. Like, so I mean, maybe I just don't be
And
looking.
she lost weight too.
Yeah, I just don't be looking for them. Apparently,
Some dudes prefer them. You know what I'm saying? It's not wrong with
Yeah, but yeah, some dudes do like big women though. Like, I mean, if you're a big woman and you don't want to lose weight, you just gotta find the guys. You know what I mean? The chubby chasers, as they call them. You know what I mean? You gotta find you a chubby chaser. Yeah,
a lot of them like them. They just don't like being seen with them because they feel embarrassed. But they really,
yo, if you were a man, if you were a man that don't want to be seen with you in public.
Get you a new man.
Yeah, that ain't.
See, that's a lot of men like.
They probably don't think it's that
easy. A lot of
easy.
men like BBWs is what y'all saying, like, but they just scared to admit that.
The guys love the BBWs. Okay.
Guys
They be
do,
loving them.
especially.
Put one in the chat, man. If y'all love the BBWs, man.
I heard that they say that it's feel good.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I heard they got little
better.
Cushion for the push-up.
I heard they
shallow because they said the weight pushes down, so it's like
they what's the name?
a lot of
very
stuff going
little.
on up in there.
Oh, that they could.
I see some ones in the chat.
Okay,
I see some ones in the chat, man. There you go.
Maybe the small guys feel like they really went somewhere.
Niggas put 9 2s. Okay, I don't know if you want 9 big Jones or whatever, but
yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, man. Like, I mean, so I got one more clip before we get the fuck up out of here. Let me see.
Yo, Michael said the pools be gushy.
They do. That's what I heard.
Yeah,
and I heard that they got that sloppy too.
Yeah, I go for
they swallow.
I had a big girl before.
They only throw
and it was gushy, man. But I couldn't deal with everything else, man. It was just too much.
What was everything else?
Right. What was everything else?
You gotta.
Did she sit on your face?
No, my name not Eli, but it's, you gotta. It's a lot of work having sex with a big girl because you gotta hold up a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
That's you find out that's attractive to you, like that's like lipping up her fupa and then all of it.
But that's
like,
just like big enough picking up a big ass butt. What's the difference between a big person and a ass that's like humongous? It's the same thing. Mad work.
What's the difference between
make you feel strong?
Like a big girl doing a big girl from the back and doing a girl with a big ass butt from the back. It's still the same. You gotta lift.
Yeah, but the difference is when you turn her around, it's still a lot of work. Like it's a lot of work no matter what position you in.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's the difference.
I thought everything lays down. Like, you know, your stomach get flat. I don't know. My stomach lays real flat when I'm laying on my.
You not fat.
Get the fuck out of here. You her shit to go my one eye.
You bad slipped over her stomach bad flat.
I got a little gut.
Your stomach bad flat when you standing up.
Facts, you know what I'm saying?
I got a little gut.
All right, let me play this last clip. It's actually 2 clips, but they kind of correlate.
Guys, so this picture has been going crazy all over social media platforms of a father and his daughter. Now, my unpopular opinion, nobody cares. It's a little much. It's a little much. Like, it's the hands. It's the hands in both pictures for me, but I still support black fathers. We always got something to say, whether the father's not in the picture, whether the father's in the picture. So I want to know what you guys think, what you fathers out there think, what you mothers out there think, what everybody else out there thinks of the picture. Is it a lot? Is it not a lot? Is it cool? I feel like we do sometimes speak from a traumatic and weird way, but I don't know. Let me know.
Yo, Drew, can you explain that first video? Because just playing the video, people are not gonna understand.
All right, yeah, I sent this video to the group only because I had a huge discomfort with the fact that that was Tay Diggs and he's with April Jones, but I'm not talking about the baby status, but her daughter was sitting on his lap, and I have a huge problem, fucking huge, tremendous problem with the comfort that anybody in a relationship has with their child sitting on the other person's lap or laying in the bed with your significant other. I don't care how long your relationship was. My child should never be on another man's lap or another woman's lap. And I just want to know how y'all felt, because I was like pissed off. Like, imagine me walking in and I see my daughter sitting on another man's lap that you're dating. Like, so me being a father, I think I can feel like how angry I would be, but I don't know if I'm, maybe I'm just in my head a little bit too much. So I want to hear y'all thoughts.
Your feelings are valid. I'm not a mother, so I can't speak on it, but I understand your feelings. To me, that's unacceptable, but I'm not a mother, so.
It made me very uncomfortable, and I am a mother. I would. My daughter's not sitting on nobody's lap. Like, no, wait, what? Nah, not like, no, not like that. It was just, I don't know. It made me uncomfortable though. So no. April be bugging, but that's April.
April's starting to get around. I ain't gonna hold
Is that her stepdad? I'm sorry, I don't know who April is, but I know who Tay Diggs is. But is Tay Diggs the stepdad of the
Yeah, that's Omarion baby moms.
That's Omarion's child. They dating, like, you know what I'm saying, but
seriously dating, whatever the case may be. He may be playing a father figure part, or he might be a great stepdad, but I still don't
feel like they've been together for even a year though. Have they? I don't even think they've even been together a year. Like, I don't even think they've been together that long for even children. Like, are they? They're not even engaged, like nothing. But even if they was engaged or whatever, still, she's a little girl. No little girl should be sitting on no grown man lap at the end of the day, whether it's a stepfather, uncle, any of that. No, she shouldn't be sitting on nobody's lap. Honestly, that's how I just feel. No.
So how would you approach that situation? Like, how would you approach that situation to say the guy that you're dating, if that situation were to happen?
Well, in the middle of that video, I would have been like, boo boo, get your ass up.
It's Omarion that would have to, because she was comfortable with it. Like, she ain't say nothing.
Very comfortable, but she
probably would be offended if he even said anything to her. Like, I could see her mentality, like, oh, it's not that serious.
Well,
he's looking at me. He's not worried about your daughter, whatever the case may be. And me, like,
she clearly trusting, but
me as a man, like, I respect, my bros, Eli and Ace. They have great relationship. They, like, my daughter would just run and hug and jump on them. They still know how to put her to the side, let her know, like, let her know, like, if she's doing too much or no jumping on the lap. That's because they have respect for me and they know how I am. But a lot of people don't see it like that, and it's fucking hard. I'll be fucking.
Yeah, that's messed up, because that's where I was gonna go with it. I'm like, even if the, like, because with my dad,
I might slap the shit out of Tay Diggs off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, because like I used to sit on my dad's lap, or I tried to sit on my dad's lap after he and my mom got married, right? My stepdad, and then he was like, no, this is not what little girls do. Before my mom said anything, he was just like, yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? And then my mom was like, no, you can't do that. And then I was like, okay, well, I mean, I understand. I wasn't trying to be fresh or grown, because that's where it was coming from with it. And I was like, no. So I understand that. And I guess, like, that makes me appreciate my dad so much more. And that's why I'm like, Tay Diggs, he's been an actor for a long time. Like, he's Black Hollywood royalty. April just got put on for being Omarion's baby mom. Like, if we really no disrespect to her, because I think she's beautiful. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just saying, like, we only know her through an association of another artist or entertainer. And Tay Diggs, I mean, I don't know about y'all. I grew up with them. So it's just like, I would feel like he kind of should know a little bit better for optics for him. Because we already know from the way April's presented herself online, she just with all the shit.
She ain't got no bond. Clearly.
And I don't think, and even if Omarion was there and he said something, she wouldn't even allow him to defend himself or his daughter. Like, I agree with that aspect too, because a lot of people try to shut that down,
Right.
but
He might have to touch somebody for real.
you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Bars, by the way, like I'm saying,
I don't understand how Tay Diggs doesn't feel like he's crossing the line or he shouldn't be moving that young lady off his lap. I don't understand that part.
Just for his protection, like if nothing else, just for his optics. Because I don't think a lot of people. I don't think until you have kids, and I don't think he has kids, you don't really know the ramifications of what that looks like. Sometimes
these are two dudes up here that don't have kids, and
I don't have kids. Would you?
I don't have no daughters.
If you was making a video like that with your daughter and your shorty, would that be appropriate for you?
Yeah, if it's my daughter, yeah, she can sit on my lap. But even to a certain age, I think it's just like, all right, girl, get your big ass off my lap. You get what I'm saying?
What about the video where the father was kissing his daughter on the lips and
I feel like that's inappropriate too. I ain't gonna.
That was just too much.
Yeah,
that looked like she was watching her mother pose.
Like she was shorty, like no, come on.
Yeah, I think she's too old for that, bro.
That was given. She seen somebody else do it, and she was just trying it over because that was just too much. Like, why do you got your hand on your father's head like that? Like, I'm just confused. Like, what people? I don't know why people be posting. Like, people really be just clout chasing at this point because it's just like, why would you even?
That's a clout chase. God damn.
Like, why would you post? You know, people are gonna feel some type, like, certain things, especially something like that. You know, people are gonna have an opinion on. Why are you holding that big ass girl like that? Like why are you holding her?
I don't remember the last time I kissed my daughter on the lips.
Right, even with the hand under her ass, right?
Yeah,
like
it's like what the fuck you cuffing her whole butt? Like what is going on here?
He doing the Vim Rames on baby boy. It's his daughter.
Oh no! Like what is happening?
No,
I'm sorry.
Too much.
Yo, you always gotta throw that line in every show.
Yo, copy hoodie, by the way. That Van Ray's hoodie is up there. But yeah, I don't know. The kissing of the lips thing after a certain age, I think it's a little like too much. You know what I mean? Because like my niece, like my sister kissed my niece on the lips. But my niece felt like that was the way she was supposed to show affection. So she would come to me and try to kiss me on the lips, but I always turn my cheek to her. You know what I mean? I don't know. I never like after you not a baby no more, you walking around. I don't think it's appropriate.
It's not.
I think you should explain to her and let her know like that's what you and mommy do. You get what I'm saying? Because even as her uncle, you just kissing on her lip as a baby till she get fucking 5. I still think that's just crazy too. Yeah, that's a mommy and daddy thing, and I don't even think it should be going that far. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might be an uncomfortable conversation, but it just gotta be had because you don't want her going to somebody else she thinks she's supposed to love and show them that love by kissing.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be kissing everybody on the lips, man. Because people is nasty out here. Eli ass. So imagine somebody Tyler kissing Eli.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I had to.
All right, I got you.
You started this, man. You started this, bro.
Yeah, so I think just the story was just that I think old boy was just like it was just uncalled for, and the fact that she was so comfortable with it, like April, the fact that she was just so comfortable with it, just lets me know that she.
But why do we expect so much from April in the first place, nigga?
Right, like look at her.
That's why I'm mad at Tay Diggs, though. You get what I'm saying? I'm not expecting anything from her. But I'm gonna see you outside. Like I would never really get mad at a man if I catch him smashing my shorty. I'm mad at my shorty. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what I expect from the man.
Who you think will win in a fight, Omarion or Tay Diggs?
I think Tay Diggs got that one. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh no!
All he needed is one hit. He hit him right.
We
go.
Yeah. They gonna dance in the
It might be a tie.
Tay Diggs look like he work out a little bit more than I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But the reason I asked you if you would do that with your daughter, because like I know he probably hasn't been around Shorty and her daughter for that long. But let's say in a situation where a stepdad and they grew up, like he grew up with that as his daughter, like
just like
Amber said.
Amber said it perfectly. She had a stepdad. You know, she was just being a kid, just not even thinking freely, and just went on his lap.
No, but I'm saying you saying like if it was you and your daughter, you feel me? You wouldn't feel no type of way. So if I'm raising this kid as my daughter, wouldn't I feel the same way that you would feel doing that video?
Nope.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't got kids, man. So
even if you get it with a woman and she has a child, I don't think you'll ever feel comfortable to have that child on your lap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Niggas thinking they Santa Claus out here, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I do think
if you ever see a picture with Santa Claus, my kids is not sitting on that nigga lap either. That's on God. They standing right next to the nigga, wondering why they can't sit on his lap. No. You're gonna stand next to him right here in the pocket.
That's crazy. Like,
that's on God. Michelle, I'm gonna post a picture. Watch, y'all gonna see him. All three of the motherfuckers standing right next to that.
And I can see you like, yo, get your ass off that nigga. Get your ass off his lap. Like,
get your ass off Santa lap.
Yo, man. Anyway, man.
I'll buy y'all the gifts anyway.
Yeah, I'm fucking weak.
I just want to say something real quick. Sorry to interrupt. Before I forget, I think this is important conversation because I never had this conversation or even thought about it because I don't have any daughters. I got boys, all boys. And I don't know how to feel like, you know what I'm saying? But I get what y'all saying, but I'm like, my dad, nobody never told me, hey, don't do this, don't do that. I don't have any memories or experiences where I did sit on anybody's lap.
Mm-hmm.
But that is something that you probably would want your child to know. It's not okay to do these things with everybody, you know? But yeah, I never even thought about that.
But that shit works with sons too, because little boys don't know no better. Eli's one of my son's godfather, but Eli shows him, you know, boys don't jump on boys' lap. It's just the same way. It's the same way. Because kids, they're not even realizing what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I did have a situation with my little cousin. Like she would come and sit on your lap. So she would come sit right in the middle. So I always take her and put her on my leg. But her mother came to me. She was like, she don't want her doing it, period. So anytime she come do it, just tell her like, yeah, you're not supposed to be sitting on a man's lap, because she don't want her growing up thinking like it's okay to just go sit on a man's lap or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I think, you know, the crazy part is like we can't even have these conversations about our children anymore because people are feeling like, oh, you know, let the children be the children. Nowadays, you know, we exposing the kids to all types of, you know, sexual, you know, alternative lifestyles that we didn't have growing up, obviously, or we wasn't really privy to. But now it's just like kids are so malleable, like they're so open and exposed to everything, and it almost is like taboo for you to even have this conversation in public. Because then you might have people on the internet, oh, you guys are too strict, or you guys are, it's not even that deep, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of, sometimes it'd be kind of tough to have these conversations about, you know, your children and stuff like that. So
I say just get it out. Like with my child, we talk about everything because I want him to hear it from me first or from his father first.
True.
And then you can talk about it with your friends after that. You get what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, come to me or your father, and then we'll just handle it like that because you need to hear it from us first. Because y'all don't know anything. Yeah, your peers, y'all don't know nothing.
Well, what do y'all think about like mothers dressing their younger daughters up as more mature women, like little adult women and stuff like that? What's your thoughts on that?
No, you're a kid. Just
let these kids be kids.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I don't even think that these little girls should be getting their nails done. Like I was having
no. My daughter is 12 and you can get the most the nail you're gonna get is gel manicure, boo-boo. My mother did not even allow me to start getting nails until I was 17.
That's what I'm saying. I think
when I went brown eyeshadow to school, I got my ass whooped.
Me too, girl. Me too.
As you should.
Me too. I used to put the line. I used to put the white line thinking I was cute. Like, and my mother used to whip that shit right off of me. Like, didn't I tell you to stop going? Yeah.
My daughter actually thinks I'm like the worst parent ever because like other little girls in her class is wearing like shirts that's showing their bellies.
The crop tops. I hate
like
them.
I feel like it's not appropriate for her age. And like, you know, her mom, I would say slightly would feel like she's comfortable with it, but like I'm not. So ultimately it's not happening. But I just think it's an age. When she gets 16,
How old is
17,
she?
if you want, she's 10. So
okay, so yeah.
You might not even get an elbow off. You get what I'm saying? You lucky. You get what I'm saying? So, and it's not that I mean, I just think it's an age category where she should be worrying about certain things. Like my daughter's only had extensions once, and that was on her 10th birthday. You get what I'm saying? It just nails. I get her feet done, but I just think it's levels of what
no,
you
it is
at your age.
It is.
You get what I'm saying?
I
It
think
is.
it's getting harder for kids though because of social media, and they go to school and they see all their friends doing it and they want to fit in, and if they don't,
How
and they
often
feel
when y'all was
dumb.
10 years old, y'all was getting y'all fucking nails, feet, belly button showing, belly button ring?
Never.
I don't even think
Never.
that's power.
I was still a tomboy back then.
I was
Y'all was
climbing
playing with
trees.
niggas. Like y'all,
Yeah.
girls, the boys was still playing with each other. Now, just like nah.
It was so much more things for kids to do, though. I feel like because I was in so much activities that I didn't even think about getting my nails done.
Right.
You know?
That's all mess up what you got going on, right?
Maybe on YouTube, watching makeup tutorials. Like how you watch your makeup tutorials? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
kids was outside playing, man. So you ain't had time to go get your nails done. Like go outside playing tag and break your shit. Like I mean, people was outside, man. They not outside no more. Like
they not.
No, they're not. They're in the house on YouTube watching other kids play. And other kids open up gifts.
With their nails painted.
That's what they're doing.
No.
Weirdest thing ever.
To this day, my hands ain't got no polish, no fake nail or nothing.
Exactly.
I wish you had a daughter because she'd have to follow that same suit.
I'm so happy I don't have a daughter because
These
all
are
my
my
kids
real
have
nails.
hair.
That's how real it is. These are real. So yes, I don't do fake either. I got acrylic on top of my real nails.
That should sound expensive. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm wondering how y'all be texting with them nails. Like, how y'all be touching y'all phones and stuff like that? Y'all must be used
or wiping your ass.
That's what I want to know.
My nails are not that long.
Showers and wipe your ass with them nails. Like that's what I want to know. You got them long.
They don't. My
you
nails
gotta
are
wrap
not that
the tissue
long.
around your hand.
I don't like.
Once
I can't make a fist, I cut my nails down though, because I don't really like my nails to be too long. You can't really do much.
Y'all ever had the really long nails?
No.
I
don't like really long nails.
Yeah,
Ever
maybe
you had
one time for my 18th.
You had trouble wiping your ass?
No.
Oh, where?
Not at all.
You wrap it around your hand, the tissue all the way around your hand.
Well,
karate chopping your butt cheeks. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, there is that part. I mean, I did scratch up a little something here and there, but you know, hence the reason why I'm natural now.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's not optimal. I mean, I never had a problem really wiping it, but I did scratch myself a couple of times, and you know, you just gotta.
So you go scratch your nose and poke yourself in the eye or some shit. Like.
And I don't know. I tried it. It wasn't for me, so there's that.
Anyway, man, we about to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for having this conversation with us. Real quick, let them know where they can follow y'all at on social medias, and if y'all got businesses, all that good stuff. Mel, we can start with you.
Well, I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is _queenm_. Yeah, and
everybody
Facebook.
go on Mel page and put a heart under her post, man.
And she on a break right now, y'all. She on a break.
Oh yeah.
This the time to get her. This is the time to get her, y'all.
She's trying to keep that nigga happy, but he ain't keeping her happy. Go on, yo, Mel, say your friend one more time for the niggas that go to write it. Underscore what?
_queenm. with 1 T _.
Okay.
You said what? _queen what?
M dot. Yeah.
Is dot spelled out or is it the actual dot?
Nah, it's spelled out. MDOT.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. She on a break, y'all.
She on a break, y'all.
A lot of pressure.
You know what that mean, right? You on a break is lunchtime.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Yes, because I'm definitely not doing. It's not giving holiday pictures this year. You only gonna see me and my kids and my photo.
No matching pajamas. No matching pajamas.
Only me and the kids.
Oh, you and the kids.
You gonna get that new Google phone and crop the nigga out, or you got no glizzy. I don't know if y'all seen that.
No, it's giving. He's not even invited to the shoot. You're not invited to nothing. Like.
I don't know. Follow Jew's advice, man. You're wasting life.
Only wasting life.
That cause.
You only got one of them.
You know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's on his way to a strip club right now as we speak. That's why we don't need to be together.
Wait.
Well, how do you know that if y'all not together?
Because I be unblocking him and then watching his page and then unblocking him back.
Oh. God damn. Yo, somebody come.
You know you can do that though, right? Like you could like look at somebody's page. You could look at somebody's page, look at their story, and then block them, refresh it, and then unblock it. They'll never know you looked at their page.
But why do that though?
Creeper stalking shit you on.
How you find that out?
One of my friends told me that. That's more of a stalker than me. So I just got put on to how to be creepy and watch without getting caught.
Joe shit. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. Mel, you should bring him, and we should talk to both parties. That'd be a great episode. I think the world want to see what's going on. I want to see his point of view, your point of view. Y'all have this conversation. Yo, bring it. Let's make that happen. The Daily
let's make that happen. Yes.
Workout, right? That's it.
Relationship workout is crazy.
Step it up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
We're about to be the couple gurus.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're gonna fix y'all. We're gonna fix y'all.
I don't know. I don't know if it's fixing.
I don't even know what them shits is.
Tell him to watch this episode. Tell him we sending him a shout out, man. DM one of us.
Yo, but
Dailyrapupcrew at me.
But don't show him the part where I said they on the break, slide in her DM. Take that part out.
Nah, let him know he might lose her. Let him know he might lose her.
You gotta apply the pressure, like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, but don't show him the part where I said break time means lunchtime. Don't.
Break time means lunchtime. No, break time means it's time to focus on me time.
Know where they go find you at. Just magically lose connection at that point. Yeah. All right.
I said Miss Remix, you can let them know where they can follow you at so we get up out of here.
Oh, Mrs. Remix. I think it's like an underscore between Mrs. and Remix, but I don't know how it got there. If I press space or period, I don't know. Space. Okay, so Mrs. Remix at Instagram. Yeah.
She married, y'all, so have some class. Go eat your own ass. I heard the lines earlier.
But y'all can go watch my reels and stuff because I'm really silly and goofy and I'm working on it, but I'm gonna get better.
Support her.
But they know. Hold on, Amber. Hold on.
Right, y'all know me already.
I was doing the courteous, so you know what I'm saying.
What's your Instagram?
I'm private anyway, but I followed you just now, so I am AJWHIPZ. AJ Williams.
Well, why are you private though? Okay. If people want to know why you private, what you hiding from the world for?
You hiding the world from the kid for the world?
Because, I don't know. It's several different reasons. Because first of all, like, I like to post what I want to post, okay? And then I have my family up there. Sometimes I be thirst trapping. I want to keep that to the people I know.
How you thirst?
What's your IG again? The people want to know.
The people want to know.
Ace Veneers is about to drop out.
Wait, am I the oldest person in here?
How old are you?
34.
Then you're not.
Oh, okay.
I'm 38.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ace, you say that every single time.
That shit surprised me every time, man. I'm like,
even though Amber looking like a teenage fucking high school student.
Boom, boom, boom.
Ashley, what about you? Where they go? You got IG?
Yeah, it's _AshleyJ.xo.
Alright,
I live in Canada, so.
Okay.
Word. Shout out to Canada.
Oh, I'm in Michigan. I'm right across the way.
Shout outs to Canada.
Shout out to Michigan too.
Wait, what is yours again?
_AshleyJ.XO.
And she rapping that XO life, you know what I'm saying?
No, I made that when I was like.
And do you say A after every sentence?
No, we do not do that. No, we don't say A after everything. I don't know why people. And that Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories. It's not just Toronto. Everyone's like, "Are you from Toronto? I'm from Toronto." No, we have other places.
I
can't name 3 places in Canada like Toronto.
They got Montreal,
and
Quebec.
There's there's the west side like Vancouver, there's Alberta,
Yo, you don't be shaking your head, nigga. Fuck out of here. You don't know nothing about
I've been to Canada twice. Bro.
Where did you go, Toronto?
You've been to Toronto.
I remember my sister lives out there, bro. I don't know where the fuck she lives, but I've been to her house. I've been driven to her house plenty of times. That's not in Toronto. So.
Okay.
Yo, yo, love. Where they go for? You guys social media?
You guys could just everyone can follow the Daily Wrap Up Crew, and that's it. I don't have anything to promote. That's all.
That's love right there, yo, man.
That's love. Word. That's love. Shout out to love.
Yo, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.
Appreciate all you ladies. Y'all all lovely and respectful, beautiful. Appreciate all y'all love and energy, man. Thank you.
Yo,
appreciate y'all. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Capricorn season coming up. Go cop that hoodie, man. The Ace hoodie. Shout out to all my Capricorns. Know what I mean? It's about to be our time.
Wait, when is Capricorn season? When is that? Is that right now?
Nah, it started the 21st. I think it started the 21st.
God damn, the whole next month? Get the fuck.
It's December 1st right now, nigga. It's December 1st right now.
Yo, ladies, beware of a nigga that always talking about his zodiac signs. Red flag. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
God. Nigga talking about it's cap season. Like red flag. Run away.
I don't know no zodiac signs but my own.
That's a fact.
I'm only talking about my own, so I don't know. like that's it.
I want to ask
nice meeting you all.
Whatever that means.
Nice meeting you.